Recording in progress.
Recording in progress.
One of the things that I noticed when we were doing the Humblewood recordings was whenever I have the recording, the viewers don't hear the recording in process like they don't hear that. So all they see is a start out of everyone freaking out over a phrase that they don't hear.
How do I import a character?
You should download it onto your computer as a PDF, and then you can import it that way. All right. So, as we had left off during our last little chat moment, you guys have taken the night to settle in to Candlekeep. It is the following morning. You both are able to awaken, get some food, and enter into the Court of Air, as it's known, where you do see each other in the court, heading about your day.
Cool. Kindle is probably like, she probably got up early and then went to like the sauna to like sweat for a bit.
Yeah.
And then came out and is like, oh.
How is Kindle feeling this morning?
Well, let's see, shall we?
Let's see.
Let me see. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, so she's let's see, what probably would be a con, just to check, maybe.
Consider it a con save.
Yeah, so
your con is +4 or save. Your con save is +4.
Yeah, so 19. So she's doing good today.
You're doing well. The body aches are starting to dull a bit. You're feeling a little bit more yourself today. Able to function a little bit more. But yeah, you're able to enjoy some time in the sauna before anyone wakes up. Jinx, you are basically living in a hostel right now. How are you feeling?
The private room is nice. The darkness is really nice. I'm feeling pretty comfortable.
All right. So yeah, you're able to step out, and I'll say it's about around the same time that you both step out towards the Court of Air and see each other cross. And we'll say you guys were able to get fed, meet up. Make perception checks, both of you. Your perception, Kindle, is a +.
I have my sheet here.
Oh, cool. Just checking.
So yeah, I loaded it up before we got started because I didn't want to. I wanted to see if I get perception. 12.
12. All right. Jinx, there are a few other individuals mulling around the Court of Air, which is not invading your mind yet, but it still makes you a little nervous because I saw your roll was an 8.
Yeah.
And so it's a little harder. You're a little bit more distracted. But Kindle, as you are enjoying a little bit of conversation with Jinx, you can't help but notice a particular individual standing outside of the Pillars of Pedagogy, mostly because they're not exactly a sight that you would expect to see here. Swaying slightly in place, you see a large male ogre dressed in simple robes with a thin headband and a small book in the crook of his arms, made even smaller by his appearance. And he's just looking around expectantly.
He's not familiar, right?
This is not someone you've met.
Cool.
You just arrived, so it's not somebody you've met.
She's gonna like turn to Jinx. Do you think we should go say hi?
Sure. Is that a,
Very well.
do you know that?
She'll
Thing?
sorry, say that again.
Oh, is that someone you're familiar with?
Not at all. He just looks like he might need help or is looking for someone.
Yeah.
You approach the
Right.
ogre.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's a little unusual based on, rumors of what you've heard of, what ogres tend to be like. He's here in very, not well off dressed, but just kept very neat and tidy. And it takes him a while to notice as you approach, but as soon as he does, he just, morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
I couldn't help but notice that you were looking around quite expectantly. Are you looking for something?
Well, I was waiting for my friend. I was expecting to see him. His name is Mysteris, and well, he's been very excitable but secretive lately. He's the one who lent me this book, and he taps a book that's titled "The Many Expectations and Uses of Extra-Dimensional Spaces." Yeah, not something you expect from an ogre. Well, he reserved his typical room last night, but he's not exactly come out. I was hoping to catch him this morning, but I don't seem to have much luck.
I see. Perhaps we could try and find him for you.
Well, I wouldn't want to cause too much trouble. If you happen to see him, though, that would be much appreciated. Let him know I finished the book and would very much like his next recommendation.
Very well. Could we get a description?
Yeah, he's a short fellow, and as he's saying short fellow, you realize it means like average height.
Average height.
Short to ogre. Well, human man, middle age, losing a bit of his hair. Very excitable.
All right. Well, we shall keep a lookout and see if we might come across him.
I mean, he's probably still inside. I just worry.
It's understandable.
Do you know what room number?
I do not, but if you ask one of the avowed, then maybe one of the scribes would be able to help with that.
All right.
If you do
Jinx.
find him, tell him to meet me over at the hearth. That's where we tend to have our more interesting discussions.
I see. And what was your name?
They call me Little One. It's very nice to meet you.
Little One. Very nice to meet you as well. My name is Kindle.
Lovely to meet you, Kindle. And this would be looking over to Jinx.
I'm Jinx. You have a cool name.
Well, thank you.
I love it. Well, I believe that we should go take a look. See what we
Yes,
can find.
I do not wish to hold you up any longer. I'll be over at the hearth if you hear anything. I'm usually found there.
All right.
All right.
Good morning.
He heads over. Both of you can actually make a history check.
History has its eyes on you. 17.
17. Okay. And
Yeah.
Jinx, did you roll a history check or did I just not see it pop up?
Oh, I'm rolling right now.
Okay. Oh, 19. As he turns, you notice the headband that he's wearing. And Kendall, you've seen something like this come across the desk as a means of payment for different things, for debts from individuals. And Jinx, you've just heard about it a little bit when you traveled to Baldur's Gate. This is a headband of intellect that the ogre is wearing.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Oh, I was just looking at their headband.
Yes, it is quite interesting. Anyway, should we go on an adventure?
Yeah. I'm not sure. What do you think would be? Well, I'll follow your lead. If that's all right.
All right. I think we should probably go speak to the scribes and ask for this man.
Very well.
So she'll head out to the scribes or the front desk or whatever is,
As you head into the Pillars of Pedagogy, there is in fact a front desk where you can see a scribe, and if one of you wants to roll a d8 for me.
I can do it.
Okay.
Oh. 2.
2. Okay. Behind the desk, you see a young, as in early 20s, female halfling, curly blonde hair, ink stains across their fingers, cookie crumbs across their shirt, looking over what looks to be a large log book and helping a couple individuals, collecting money from them and handing them a key. And after a moment, you reach the front of the desk. Well, hi, how can I help you?
I love it. Let's just say, hello, I'm very sorry to interrupt you in your work. However, we were looking for a specific individual, and where his room may be.
Do you know the name of this individual?
Yes. What is the name again?
Mysteris.
Mysteris. I'm gonna write that down.
Matreus.
Mysteris. Cool.
Just give me 1 second. And she starts scrolling back through some of the pages. After a little bit, she goes, oh, yes, it looks like Mysteris has checked out his normal suite last night. Should be back at his room. Did he not return?
He hasn't seemed to come out of his room quite yet, and a friend of his is looking for him.
Oh my, that's quite concerning.
We just wanted to see if everything was all right.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion. Ooh. 20.
20.
Dirty
Okay.
20.
Well, I don't see how a second set of eyes would hurt to try and find him. Let me show you to the room that he reserved. And she hops
Thank you
down
very
from her
much.
stool because to get up to that height is a little bit tricky. And starts leading you both up through the halls of pedagogy. Pedagogy. I can fucking say this word, I promise. Eventually you guys reach the outside of one of the rooms. And it's weird walking through here. There are some places where you can see they open the door and you can hear talking on the inside of the chambers. And there's other rooms where someone opens the door and you can see that they were mouthing something to themselves. But once they leave that threshold, you can actually hear mumbling. And you are brought to the outside of the room, and she quickly turns the key and opens and looks inside. Well, I don't see anyone here, but you're welcome to look around. I do have to get back to the desk.
Very well.
Oh, well, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah,
you come to the inside of this room. It's a small chamber. And there's a table in the center of it with a scattering of notes, but otherwise this room is empty. You don't see anybody. This is also not one of the rooms with the silence spell on it.
Curious. Can I take a look around?
Yeah, you're welcome to look around the room. Make an investigation check for me.
That would be a 12.
A 12? All right. Put this aside for now. You as you look around the room, there are some personal effects and some books on the table. You can see amongst them are a couple notes about a mage. It looks like Mysteris had scribbled down some notes about a mage who in her will had donated some books to Candlekeep itself by the name of Fistandia.
How do you spell that?
Fistandia.
Okay, Fistandia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And in the center is a book. The center of the table is a book that is currently opened with some handwritten notes in the margin. And the book is called The Joy of Extra-Dimensional Spaces. Make a. Are you gonna like look at the cover, or are you just gonna like look over this page?
I am going to, because you're talking to me.
You're the one who looked for the notes. That's why I'm asking.
I was like, yes. I'm going to.
It ain't me.
I'm gonna look at Kindle, and then I'm gonna kind of like, can I take like a pencil or like something? Is there anything on the table that I could use to touch the book?
There's a number of different papers, pencil or quills, scattering of personal items.
I want to like look at the cover, the name of it, without touching the book.
Yeah, so the name of the book is The Joy of Extra-Dimensional Space, and you're just like flipping to look at the cover?
Yeah.
All right. Make a history check. Nothing happens when you touch the book. I'm going to say that now.
Okay. I'm going to look over to Kindle also and be like, I bet 1 gold that this has something to do with our missing person. 15 was my roll.
On the cover of the book, there is an image of so the book itself is thick and made of ornately tooled leather and decorated with gold filigree. And of particular interest is the illustration on the cover, a bust of an imposing spellcaster who you, with your intelligence check, know to be the legendary mage Mordenkainen.
Ooh. Interesting. I tell this to Kindle. Look, it's a Mordenkainen.
Oh, that's very intriguing. Question, DM. Isn't this the same book that our little one was carrying, or a similar kind?
It's similar. The book that little one was carrying is I wrote it down. The many expectations and uses of extra dimensional spaces. And this is the joy of extra dimensional spaces. So it looks like that was like the intro course, and this is a little bit more
extracurricular.
Fair. She'll say, I can see why little one was lent that other book. Should we wait? Before I get too carried away with myself, perhaps we should go tell little one about our discovery.
That sounds like a plan. Although I don't want to bother the little halfling at the desk. Do you want to split up for a second? I'll stay here. That way we don't have to like reopen and relock the door.
Insight check. I would like to insight check.
Jinx or the DM, who is trying really hard to hide the glee of you guys deciding to split the party this fucking fast. I'm sitting here going, please do it. Please do it.
I want to insight Jinx.
Insight Jinx. Jinx, roll either your persuasion or your deception. You do not have to tell us which one it is.
Oh no, I'm not trying to do anything.
Well, I rolled a 10, so I didn't roll very well.
Honestly, Jinx is you notice that Jinx, oh yeah, that's a 1 anyway. Jinx definitely does not like crowds, and the thought of going to the hearth is definitely not their cup of tea right now. But they don't have any other like sus
motives.
Yeah, although, you know, Kindle seems like they might be a little hard to trust others, so
yeah.
Perhaps there's some underlying thing that he's not saying yet.
He's being honest about this, but you can't tell why he's uncomfortable with the idea of going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you can tell it's discomfort more than anything.
Right. Okay. Makes sense.
I'll give you that.
All right. Well,
Second one.
I shall return then.
All right. I won't touch anything, but I will hold the fort, as they say.
And she will go find little one.
All right. As you pass the counter again, the halfling at the desk does kind of prick up a little bit and go, were you able to find what you needed? Was he up there?
Unfortunately, he was not. So we're just informing our comrade about his missing presence.
Well, please let me know if you end up finding him. He's been one of our regulars for quite some time. Kind of like to know where he is. He's missing.
Well, I'm sure that if we indeed find him, that we will let you know.
All right. And you head out past the counter towards the hearth. And once again, you're greeted by that plain exterior. Go into the door and are met by people having rambunctious discussions over their breakfasts, bartenders and servers running around with meals and cups, individuals you see grabbing keys and going into some of the extra dimensional spaces on the walls, some using the more intricate doors that you first went into, some using, they look like wooden doors, but they are also extra dimensional space, but did not require any sort of payment. And sitting at a chair by the fireplace is this ogre sitting down, looking over his book.
Yeah, she'll approach him and say, excuse me, little one, was it?
Yes, and Kindle. Very nice to see you. Did you find him?
Yes.
Was he there?
We found his room. Unfortunately, we found that it was empty, and we aren't sure where exactly he is at this current moment.
That's a bit concerning.
We did have access to his room, so it is possible, if you would like, you could take, or I could take the book and put it with his things for you to return it. However, that would be completely up to you.
Make an insight check.
Okay. Insight. Okay. 15.
15.
Mhm.
He's definitely still concerned about the fact that he doesn't know where his friend is. He's kind of rubbing his thumb over the book, but not in a more in an absent-minded way. But he might know more than he realizes. I suppose we could do that.
You could. Would you happen to know when the last time you saw him was?
Oh, yesterday at lunch, actually. He's usually rather prompt with dinner, but I just assumed he got sidetracked. He started a new project since he came here recently. His main focus is on curses and things of that nature, but shortly after he visited here last time, he became sort of obsessed with demiplanes and things like that. Found some old notes from a mage by the name of Fistandia, I believe. Not someone I've met, but apparently a longtime patron.
I see.
You get the sense that little one is a fixture here.
Yeah.
Kind of knows a little thing about everybody.
Well, I suppose that. Maybe he found something. Maybe it's, I don't know.
Well, you can always ask some of the avowed. Some of the scribes might have more information about that individual to begin with, but rumor has it she was not only very good with extra dimensional planes, but also very good with permanent spells. was attempting to combine the two, but that's all rumor and legend. That can't be true. That can't be true.
All right. Well, I shall take that into consideration and go and ask if anyone knows anything.
Well, I certainly appreciate your effort. I would understand if this is far you want to take it. I will keep an ear out for him.
Oh no, as at this current moment, I am now dreadfully intrigued.
Well, I hope you don't mind me taking advantage of your curiosity.
Not at all.
Again, I thank you.
Of course, I shall return. She'll kind of walk off, and she's got this kind of. She's now intrigued. She's like, this is interesting. Someone's missing. There's magic. People know. She's got this pep. She's got this pep in her step. This
There's something for
this
me to
sway
do.
in the hips going on. And like it's also like a combination of, oh, this is intriguing, and also no one can stop me.
She has the freedom to do what she wants.
Yep. So she's like, oh my god, I can do what I want. I can do what I want.
I can do what I want.
So,
I can do what I want.
I want. So she's got this like the sway in the hips going on as she's like walking towards the scribes to ask.
Yeah.
So I know about, what was it? Fistia. Oh god, it auto-corrected on me, and now
listen.
Fistandia.
I was reading the name of this chapter, going, "This is not going to become a joke. This is not going to be a joke name at all." And I mentioned it to Nathan. He's like, "Why would it be bad?" I'm like, "Because we turned glass staff to glass ass." And he went, "Yep, it's going to be a joke name." I'm like, "Yep."
Fistandia.
It's fine. I expect it. But yes, while this conversation was happening, we're going to jump back to Jinx. You are alone in the reserved chamber.
I'm kind of like enjoying the quiet as I'm looking around. How long does it look? How long does it appear that they've been missing? Like the room, how long has it been untouched relatively?
Make an investigation check.
Okay. 21.
I would say, while you can tell that this room, he's kind of got lost in his train of thought in this room for a long period of time. The room itself hasn't really been abandoned all that long. Like his tea is still a little bit warm.
Oh, okay.
Like maybe he had like thaumaturgied it before and then something happened. So maybe like an hour or so.
Okay. I'm gonna use prestidigitation just to sort of like have a gentle breeze go through the room to just sort of disturb everything just a little bit. Not enough to like knock papers off the table, but just to like sort of give me like an extra like vantage point, like
to see if anything doesn't move or moves the wrong way, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Roll a perception check as you do this, just to see if you catch anything.
Okay. That's a 4, so I'm gonna guess that's a no.
No, you don't notice anything out of the unusual, out of the ordinary.
Okay. Then the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at the page that the book is open to. I'm not gonna touch the book, of course, but I am gonna like just, what is it? Is it like mid-chapter? Is it like the beginning of a chapter?
It looks like it's mid-chapter, but there is a handwritten note
Mhm.
that look like they've been there for a long time in the margins.
Okay. I'll get a little bit closer and see if I can read it.
Make an Arcana check.
I prepared explosive runes this evening.
17.
17, yeah.
All right, you're able to decipher some of this handwriting.
Is it in common then?
It is in common.
Okay.
But it's shorthand, so it was a little harder to decipher as this is a mage's book.
Right. Yeah.
The main word that you are able to decipher out of it is scepter.
All right. I'm gonna walk over and sit down on the bed until Kindle gets back.
It's not a bed. It's there's a desk. This is not a living
Oh,
space. This
right.
is a learning space. But there is a couple chairs around that you're able to sit down at and wait.
Actually, I'll sit on the floor. I'm very comfortable.
Just sit down. Just plop.
Well, yeah, I was thinking like, with my legs crossed and sort of just like looking around.
Crisscross applesauce. Did you pull out your drum? No.
Actually,
You pull out your drums or any of your instruments while you're waiting.
yeah, I'm gonna sort of kind of focus and just tap like a very low rhythmic like tap 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 tap.
As you start playing your instrument, nothing happens. We're gonna jump over to Kindle.
Listen to you, Matt Mercer.
I had to. The opportunity was there, and I've been watching Critical Role today.
I love it. Yeah, so she's got that swing in the hips, the pep in the step.
And
She
you're
heads
heading
up to
straight
the
back to the
scribes.
room?
Yeah.
All right. So you head back to the room. I just wanted to make sure you didn't want to stop anywhere else on the way.
The halfling's like, what's happening?
Yeah, she kind of sees you.
Yeah.
She kind of sees you enter and just kind of waves to you and then goes back to talking to the individuals. And you head back the hallways, up the room to Jinx having a little jam session on the floor.
She does that thing where she like bursts in through the door and it's like, I found information.
I was able to glean that he hasn't been missing that long. Also, there's something about a scepter.
That is good.
Yeah. What did you find? Yeah.
So I found, according
As
to
you say the
Little
word
One-
scepter out loud,
Oh no.
Oh.
a shimmering translucent door appears in the middle of the room. The door is
great.
already starting to slowly fade, but it is apparent that it'll disappear within a matter of minutes.
This wasn't here before.
Well, that's interesting.
Should we?
No, why not?
All right. I'm gonna grab a piece of paper and I'm gonna write speak, scepter, and away shall
Portal
appear.
appears.
Yeah, just like set it down on the ground. With an arrow pointing at the door.
All right. You step through the door and appear.
Can I pause for a second?
Yep.
Is Sela gonna join us at some point, do you think?
If so, I've already have plans for how that's
Oh,
gonna
okay.
go down.
I was just gonna say we could. Well, that's part of why I left the note.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Let's continue.
All right. And here. And nope. Why don't you show up as my party? Why don't you show up as my party here, sir?
Who, me?
Yes.
I don't know. I haven't created a character yet because I can't figure
Oh,
out
I
how
thought you did. Did you
Well,
delete it?
I had, and then I deleted it, and then I was trying to upload my PDF, and it wasn't letting me.
Okay. Do you want me to just create something real quick for you so you can be on the map?
I can send you a PDF of my character if you're able to do it.
Yeah, I just right now all I need is in there is the icon. We don't need the rest of it.
Okay.
So do you want me to do it or do you want to do it?
No, you please go ahead.
Okay. And then I'll just give you control of it.
Okay.
Do. And we're just gonna come in here. And I have to go back through and find your image. Do you have your image? Well, I guess I'm just gonna end up giving you control over the character anyway. So
Yeah, I can update. I was able to do. The rest of it, I don't know what's happening.
all right, we're just gonna pop you right here. And assign to Bryce Cecily's. There you go. So you can change your icon whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
Oh, you just create. Did you just create a level 1 bard?
Well, yeah, it wouldn't let me get into it without it.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, either way, you can change that too. So we enter the mansion. You emerge from this portal in the grand foyer of this mansion. On this side, the portal behind you looks like a double door. The ceilings arch for 15 feet overhead. Long hallways stretch out on either side of the foyer. Standing in the middle of this area is a middle-aged man in gray robes, not paying any attention to the fact that you guys are fucking there.
Love it.
I think that's on there.
She's like about to speak, and then she's like, should I be quiet in this place?
After a moment, you see the individual who's just kind of like studying this space and patting at his chin a little bit, kind of turns and knows you and is very startled by your appearance. Ah! Oh, you've got it open. I've been standing here for 30 minutes.
I have been falling for 30 minutes.
Could not for the life of me get that door open. Oh, thank you. I am Mysteris, and you are?
Kindle.
Going to try to open the door behind us.
Huh?
After hearing that, I'm going to try to open the door that we just came through.
Right now, you can still see the room.
Oh.
Oh,
It looks like
open.
a set of double doors that are currently open.
Oh. Come on then. Let's go back through the door. We can make introductions.
Sorry, making funny
I'm
noises.
afraid.
Like really gross, bad noises. Sorry. The air conditioner has been making terrifying noises. Like it's going to explode on me noises, and it makes me nervous, so I turn it off.
Kindle is going to go, that's Jinx. And your friend, the little one, was searching for you.
Oh, of course. I'm not surprised that he would be the one who would be most curious as to my whereabouts. It's very like him. And just there's so much to explore here, and since you got the door open after all. Just imagine what troves.
What exactly is this place?
Oh, well, this is the great mage Fistandia's mansion. There have been rumors for years that she had managed to create a permanent entryway to her own manor within Candlekeep itself, but no one could ever locate it. I was going about my normal routine of detect magic whenever I enter a new room, and there it appeared. It took me a while to get the door open, only about a week or so, but I figured it out, and here we are. It's fascinating.
Well, very fascinating. Were you trapped here for a moment?
That's such a
Because
strong
the door
word.
wouldn't
I wouldn't
open?
believe the sort of things that you'll find in here. And he reaches into his robes and pulls out a small figurine that's extremely detailed and made of onyx.
Oh.
Both of you can make intelligence checks to see if you know what it's a figurine of.
Intelligence checks.
Intelligence check.
No. My God. All right, fine. I rolled a 5.
This is a weird looking creature for you. This is like bizarre. Jinx, you know that this, because you've seen in books that you've read, it's a little tiny, like it looks like a D&D mini, really. Little figurine of an imp. And it's just imagine the rest of the things that we can find in this manor. There's a few cats running around too. I don't know if that's something we should be concerned about.
Cats? I love cats. Well,
Cats are precious.
I left a note saying with the password to open the door. So, I mean, I guess we don't really have to leave now.
I believe I have a way to keep the door open longer. It just means I have to be on the other side of it. If you consider the opportunity to explore these halls for me and report back, I would be much obliged. And that way I can make sure you can get out when you're ready.
Jimbo? Inside
A
chat.
hidden mansion with tons of interesting objects and magic beyond all reason. Absolutely.
I rolled a 7 on my inside check, so I definitely trust this guy.
He's a little there's nothing that would be like distrustworthy about him. He's very excitable. He's a nerd. But as far as you can tell, he's telling the truth.
All right. Is there anything in particular you're looking for?
No, just anything, everything. The majority of this person's life work was donated to the Candlekeep. And yet there are stacks upon stacks of books in here. Can you imagine what other monuments of literature are within these halls? This is fascinating.
I'm curious if this is on a different plane or if we're actually just somewhere else in the world right now.
Oh, are you a student of the arcane yourself?
A little bit. I've been through some things recently that have made me more curious.
As far as I can tell, this seems to be a personal take on Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion, however, with a permanent entryway. Never seems to disappear, which offers plenty of opportunities when it comes to the uses of such a spell.
Well, am I familiar with the spell at all?
You can roll to find out.
History?
Yeah. While you've heard of Mordenkainen, because of your roll being a 6, while you've heard of Mordenkainen as a extremely powerful mage, the specifics of Mordenkainen's magnificent manor is lost on you.
I have no idea what you're saying, but it sounds fascinating.
That happens to be quite a bit, actually.
Yeah. Kindle, are you okay to continue?
Honestly, there are things that I'm looking for right now. And it's a possibility that I could find it here. So yes.
All right. Let's go.
Splendid. Well, in that case, I will see you shortly. I will do my best to be support from the other side.
All right. And if you can't keep it open, at least, try to open it as every 30 minutes or so.
Do not worry, I will have this for you. And he's like backing out of the manor, really excited. And as he steps out that door, you start to hear a little noise and a lot of what?
Oh, great.
And then the door slams shut. You can make a perception check if you'd like. I'm telling you, this part of the book. This is not me fucking you.
Did the imp come to life?
Is it perception?
If you'd like.
19.
13.
Yes, the imp fucking came to life the moment it left the mansion, and it is now. And you saw it briefly start to attack him, and then the door closed.
Oh no! Oh my
You're
god!
now looking at closed doors with no sound from what's beyond them, and you're in this mansion.
Wait, Kindle goes up to the doors. Does that like?
Yeah, like it's a cartoon where you're like pulling on the door and it's not even budging.
Like you're holding on and you're
Like your feet are against it and nothing is happening.
Yes.
Jinx is
She's
already
like, okay.
He was being honest. He's just also unlucky. It literally says the moment he steps out and removes the figurine from the mansion, he releases the imp.
Oh no.
All right. There's a town full of magic users. I'm sure they'll get the imp under control. In the meantime, wow, this feels semi-familiar. Let's carry on, but let's try not to lose sight of each other.
All right, so
We should probably stay close.
there is a long hallway to your left with 3 doors on the right-hand side of it. There is also a hallway to your right with 2 doors at the end on the left-hand side of it. There is a stairway going up, and there are doors at the end of each hallway.
I will follow your lead.
So if you look at the map on Astral, which I don't think that, let's see.
I definitely don't think I have the connection to load that.
Yeah, so there's if you can imagine just like a long stick, there's 5 doors on one side of the stick, a door at the top and the bottom of the stick, and then a staircase on the same side as the 5 doors. Or we could share a screen. Do that?
I'm trying, and it doesn't want to show me.
Oh, okay.
Candlekeep. I'm working on it though.
Oh, no worries.
Here we go. So here it is. Here it is. Now it's showing it. I had to exit out of it and start it again. So long hallway to the left, long hallway to the right, 3 extra doors on the left, 2 extra doors on the right.
The guy's name is Renji.
Huh?
The guy's name is Renji.
Who's Zinzi's?
Renji?
Oh no, Renji is not
Renji.
here.
Okay.
That's Mitch's character.
Oh, okay.
I think that normally they say right is always right, but let's go left.
Sounds good to me.
Are you going all the way to the end of the left hallway, or are you stopping at one of these doors along the way?
Or we'll make our way down.
Making our way.
All the way?
Making my way
All right.
downtown. Yeah.
Do.
Not too fast.
Okay.
Phases.
So you reach a door at the end of this hallway.
Uh-huh. Sorry. I need you. Let's see.
Yeah. It's you. Are you going to go through the door?
I don't have detect magic as a thing that I can do, so
Yeah.
I will
Option.
very slowly turn the handle.
You turn the handle and it's unlocked.
Poker.
Yeah, there's no
head.
traps. There's just an unlocked door, and you're able to
Okay.
walk through. You walk through the door, and you see a semicircular patio carved with gray flagstones nestled against the building, lit by swirling indigo miasma that surrounds the mansion.
Oh my.
And I think I just broke Icarus because Icarus apparently just read the GKC side of TikTok that I'm on. Because it's a thing.
I don't know how,
Yep.
but
I have no idea.
Because apparently Obama's great grandfather was from a very small town in Ireland, and they made a gas station for him
oh.
Okay.
that's decorated for Obama.
Well, that's very
And there's a
nice.
song. There is a song.
What?
And this is how I know about it, because the song is what I'm on TikTok. That's
Oh,
about
God.
Irish Barack Obama.
Oh, Lordy.
Okay. so
I don't know what my life is. Continuing.
Oh my god.
so we're out on a patio.
Yeah, it's just a patio. It looks like. There is another door. You entered one door, and like right next to it, there's another one.
Perhaps we should go look at the other doors on this side before we.
Is there like a view, or is it just kind of like a wall of color or something?
It's more like a wall of color. It's this indigo colored, like gaseous miasma kind of cloak that surrounds the exterior, which would lead you to understand in your limited knowledge that this is probably a demiplane. It's similar to the walls that you saw in those extraplanar rooms, but instead of being constructed into something, it's just like a fog.
I guess we can try this door.
So the door is actually there.
Yep.
Yeah. It's hard to see. I tried my best to make it clear with the lines.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I'll take a peek inside.
All right, you peek inside and you find yourself in what looks like a library. There are tall shelves filled with books that line the walls in this room. 2 more shelves run through the middle of the room with 10-foot wide aisles in between them. Several stacks of books are piled high throughout the room. There is a small reading desk with a cozy scarlet chairs in the corners.
I'm sort of like describing everything to Kindle as you just described it. So yeah, there's that in there. I'm gonna go in.
She'll shimmy her way in and start like looking at the books.
Make a. Are you just looking at the books on the shelves? Or are you looking at the
Yeah,
piles?
she's looking. We'll start with the shelves. She's
Okay.
looking for answers
On
for
the
her
shelves,
blight.
a lot of these books seem to cover the subjects of arcana, natural science, religion, astrology, and planar travels, as well as volumes of poetry, mythology, and folk tales.
I'm also gonna search
And
for.
You can also make a. Actually, what's your passive perceptions, both of you?
76.
Passive. A passive perception is 11.
I want to say mine is 4. No, 12. It's 12.
12. Meets and beats. You notice as you're looking through these shelves as well, Jinx, there is a book on one of the shelves that just has a letter R along in the middle of the spine of it.
That's curious. Jinx, by the way, is looking for books about haunted forests, memory loss, PTSD. I'm just kidding. Like you looking for books that relate to like what he went through. We're here.
Okay. I would say rather than any sort of role for that, I would say that would you be drawn to the fairy tales, the mythology, or would you be drawn to like the arcane? Anything in particular that would catch your attention towards possibly learning these answers?
I'm gonna say maybe if there's anything that mentions fae or like spirits or like aberrations.
Roll a percentile for me.
Okay. But also I'm gonna point out that R book to Kindle.
Yeah, she'll definitely take a look at the book.
Okay. Are you touching it?
Yes.
All right. Are you just gonna like pull it off the shelf, or are you just
She'll very gently pull it off the shelf.
okay. You pull it off the shelf. And the first thing you'll notice, since Jinx had pointed it out before from the last book, is this has a similar image on the front of it to the image of the joys of extraplanar spaces book that you originally found in the study room. It just, you notice that on the cover of it, and if you go to flip through the pages, you notice that they're actually blank.
Okay.
Maybe it's an anchor point. Like maybe you have to have this book in order for another book.
I wonder,
to be here.
right?
Are either of you touching the stacks of books next to the shelves, or are you only looking at the shelves?
Anything that catches my eye. And 64 is my roll, by the way.
64, I'll say you do notice, I'll say you grab 2 different books on fairy tales and a couple different mythology books is probably more like what you would be interested in, because there are legends around that forest that might hold the answer.
Right.
But you would also you were able to grab about 5 or 6 books that you think might help you find answers.
Yeah, the more I think about it too, like the more I can like sort of start to hear like the whispers and stuff. And like even Kendall can see that like I'm getting a little bit unsettled.
Jinx, dear,
Yeah, yes.
are you all right?
Yes, I'm sorry. I spaced out there for a moment.
Do you need to take a step away?
No, I think I'll be all right. Do you want to spend some time in this room, or should we maybe investigate a little bit more?
I would like to see if I can find anything for myself.
Yeah.
And she's gonna look around and see if she can find anything about magic, like amulets or stuff like that.
Jinx is gonna sort of like open the door that he assumes goes to the original hallway. Just like logically,
You mean
the bottom
that way?
door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can't see it, but yeah. Yeah. And so
That
he's
does in fact lead to the hallway.
yay.
Yay.
It's not a labyrinth.
I could turn off the dynamic lighting, but I thought this would be more fun.
No, I like it. And also
I mean, it is fun.
Jinx is kind of just gonna sit in the doorway so like he can see into the library, but he can also see down the hallway in case, you know, what's his name comes back through.
Okay. All right. So Kindle, you are looking for things on an amulet.
Yes.
Make an investigation check. And are you only looking at the shelves or are you looking at the piles?
I'm looking at both.
Okay.
If possible.
Okay.
Investigation. Investigation. I have a +2. That is a natural 20 for 22.
You find a arcane tome that has a list of different magical ornaments that people can wear that you think will probably be very useful. And and that one's on the bookshelf. And as you're scrolling around, you start seeing some of the piles that you guys have left untouched until now, and think to start flipping through them. And where did it go? Here we go. As you go to touch it, the book starts to wobble.
Oh no.
And lift.
Oh no.
And that rest of that pile begins to rise and lift and spiral and swarm. As a swarm of animated books comes to life. Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, oh no. Okay, dex save.
Yep.
Oh, don't screw me over, please, dice. You screwed me over. 7.
Okay. So as it starts to swing and spring around, it barrels into the shelf right next to it, knocking it over, and you are pinned underneath this bookshelf. You don't take any damage, but you are considered prone and restrained.
Oh, great. Love that.
Roll me initiative.
Oh, yay. Love
this is
that.
I was gonna it said it like the book says like you knock it over, it's gonna happen. And I'm like, no, I'll let them see if they can escape this room without causing anything. And you didn't.
Do you touch the innocuous pile of books that is seemingly just sitting there, not as a plot device?
I have a 12 to my initiative.
All right.
You did better than me, kid, because I rolled an 8.
No. And pull up my reader here. I have a hoagie sitting next to me that I bought to eat yesterday and I never touched it. But it's Hoagie Fest. So I needed to get one. Hoagie Fest. This is a big deal here.
I'm
Oh
having-
my God. My wonderful tendency continues. As the
I'm
books
having
roll-
really good food on this ship.
Oh, that's good.
Having really good food on the ship is really good. And then like I just was like, oh my God, I want ramen when I get home.
All right, so the books rolled 6. So Kindle, you're up first.
Yeah. Oh man. I don't want to damage all the bugs. But what choice do I have? She's going to use her cantrip firebolt and see what she can hit.
All right. Is that a
So
roll
it's
to
a
hit or is
plus
that a
5 to hit? It's a roll to hit. So
okay? You are prone. You are prone and you are restrained, so you have disadvantage.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. You go. Easy. Yeah, okay. 11.
11 just misses. 11 just misses.
Oh,
As you're stuck under this
Damn it.
bookshelf, this whirling fury of books flapping around you, and it just goes off in the distance. It doesn't hit anything. It bounces off of the stone ceiling with just a scorch. Is that the rest of your turn?
okay. That's all I can do. Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. Jinx, what would you like to do?
Oh geez. So I can see that a bookshelf has fallen on Kindle. Has Kindle gotten up yet?
Kindle is still trapped underneath the bookshelf,
Okay.
and there is a whirling dirge of books in between you and Kindle.
Can I sidestep it without getting out of its range of insanity, I guess?
You mean to
Can
get
I-
to Kindle or just to
Yeah.
get into the room?
To get to Kindle.
Not necessarily, not without climbing on the bookshelf that's on top of her.
Oh, I was going to use the help action to sort of lift that up.
Okay. I'll
And
say
again-
because you're on the corner, you can go up to this corner here.
Mhm.
Yes. I'll say that you can use your action to do a strength check to
Okay.
try and lift. Now, are you like holding it so you can both lift, or are you just gonna up to you? You said help, that's
I
why I'm
mean,
asking.
Kindle
Yeah,
will push if she can.
Hold on one second. Ooh, excuse me. I'm gonna give you bardic inspiration actually. And then I will assist you on your next turn if you want to try to push the bookshelf up off of you. Because my strength is garbage and I'm not.
Boogie.
Okay, so you're using your action to hold a help and your
Yep.
bonus action to
Bardic
Bardic
inspiration.
Inspire.
Yep,
Bardic
which I think is
Inspire.
D6, I think, at this level.
It should be D6 at level 1.
Yeah.
All right. So Kendall set aside a D6 because you can add that to any future for a future ability check or attack roll,
Okay.
which would include a check to
Cool.
try and push this off of yourself.
Right.
And you
Correct.
can always you can add it after you see the roll, but before knowing the outcome.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So now, is that the rest of your turn, Jinx?
Yeah.
All right. It is now the animated books turns. The swarm that it is going to use his action to it's going to swarm over Kindle. So it actually occupies your space, Kindle, as you're underneath the bookshelf, because you're the one who disturbed it. But since you are prone, it would have advantage, but you're underneath a bookshelf, so your AC is going to be higher, because I'm going to count that as partial cover. Because that seems fair.
Well, also, like,
it does.
Were there books that fell?
It makes sense.
Are there books what?
Did books fall on top of Kindle?
The whole bookshelf came down, and Kindle is like was able to pull up so that like her head is kind of over it, but she's kind of buried.
Okay.
Minus 10 does not hit you, right? Kindle?
It does not.
All right. Gotta
doesn't.
love that cover, or else it would have definitely hit you. Yeah.
Yep.
You're
Love
able to you're stuck under this bookshelf, but you're kind of able to cower under that like little ledge that's left, as it's just hammering you in that space. That brings us to Kindle's turn. It's action, by the way, is called Book Club, and I'm very excited about this.
So
when it's hit, its melee attack is called Book Club, which makes me very happy.
Yeah.
I love it. So yeah, she's gonna use her strength to push this thing off of her.
All right. Roll with advantage because Jinx is helping you, and you have Bardic Inspiration if you need it.
Okay.
It is an athletics check.
Okay.
And again, you can use the D6 as
Stop it. Okay. Yeah. Athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 19, and I use the Bardic Inspiration.
Oh yeah, you're able to lift that up and off of you and kind of push it back against the other bookshelf. There's now a pile of books all over the floor. This is insanity. This is a librarian's nightmare that you've created. You've kind of done Evie from The Mummy, where when you pushed it off of you, it kind of hit the next one over, which also went down.
Domino effect. I literally was thinking about that in my brain, like before you even said it. That was what I was thinking of.
Yep, 100%. Standing in the middle of this library, just going, "Oops." Are you going to use your movement to get up? It takes half of your movement to get up from front.
Yes.
Okay. So that's your action. That's your half of your movement. You can still move, and then you still have a bonus action.
I'm gonna try run out the door. Nope.
Back behind you.
And say, Jinx, come on. Yeah.
All right. So you start to bolt through the door. That does give it an opportunity to attack as you are leaving its space. But it no longer has advantage.
Okay.
You also no longer have cover, and that's a natural 19. So you take.
Oh, ouch. All right.
Uh, 5 points of bludgeoning damage, which, knowing your hit points, is a lot. Yep.
I hurt. Ooh, I
As
hurt.
you try to leave,
Ooh, I'm hurting
the
now.
space of
Ouch.
this books tornado that's surrounding you, you just get clobbered. But you're able to escape the room. How far are you moving?
Do you shut the door behind you? I'm totally okay if you do.
Does that trigger anything?
Getting hit so many times?
Does that trigger anything for me?
Roll a wisdom
Just a general
save.
question.
Just roll a wisdom save, because
Oh,
now you're
boy.
being hit by a blunt object over and
Okay.
over again as you're trying to escape.
Yeah. Wisdom save. Okay.
Talk about a book critic.
Ooh, that's a 6.
Okay. I need.
That's a 6.
This is going to be fun.
No.
This is going to be a lot of fun.
Oh boy.
All right. So you start to get woozy as you get just
Oh boy.
pummeled by this, and you start to get that ringing in your ear. And as far as you know, that's it. As far as you know, that's it. You're starting to get that dissociative ear ringing, though, as you're now in the other room.
Yeah, she's slamming that door.
Are you heading back towards the other door the hall door?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she can meet Jinx in the hallway.
Hold on, I got a bug that just flew in my office here.
Ew.
It's that time of year. They're getting in however they can. Okay. So you start heading 15, 20. Oops, wrong one. 20, 25. Here we go. All right. Jinx, it's now your turn.
Okay.
You just watched your friend say run and bolt and just get clobbered across the head and stumble out of view.
Is the door still open?
The door is still open, both the one to the patio that she went through and the one behind you that you had opened originally.
Okay. I'm going to.
I thought I closed the door behind me.
Yeah, I thought.
Oh, okay, you did. All right. Then yes, that door
Yeah.
is closed, and the
Okay.
one behind you, Jinx, is still open. I misheard that then.
I'm going to cast Thunderclap.
Okay.
And the books need to make a Constitution save. Oh, 14.
That is cocked. That is really high. 19.
What? Okay.
I'm gonna trade out my dice for non-people killer dice.
Yeah. Could you?
These are my eyelid dice. They're usually only like mean to me.
So I just like clap my hands, and there's like a loud noise. You hear like boom behind the door, and then you hear Jinx go, "What the fuck?" And I'm just gonna like grab the books and like run through the door and shut the door.
All right, so you also shut the door to that room?
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna just, oops, I need to actually open the door so you can walk through it so I can close the door. Custom to dynamic lighting.
I did grab the 3 books that I had though.
Okay, you were able to grab those books as you were running out the door.
Yeah.
Are you just running out the door, or are you gonna head down the hall, or?
No, I'm just gonna go there. I'm gonna sort of like lean against the door to make sure it doesn't like open.
Okay.
And then.
All right. You start to hear is that the rest of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. You start to hear a rapid pummeling across the walls in this room. That becomes less and less, and eventually stops. And you guys were able to escape that. That is the end of the combat from that room. Unless you go back.
Yay. From that room.
Yes. All right. Well, now we know there are traps here. Are you all right? You look a little injured.
Kendall like leans against the door frame and like is like kind of out of it, and there's like ringing in her ears, and she's hurt.
There is cuts, there are scrapes. Her head's bleeding.
Okay, I'm going to sort of like walk over, and Jinx is just gonna stand there and be like, "Is it okay if I touch you? I'm gonna try to heal you."
Kendall, you're slowly starting to slip into that dissociative state.
Whoa.
You're not quite there. You're not quite
does
there,
she
but
fully process words? Yeah.
I'll say yes. You're able to.
She'll just go. Okay.
Okay. And so basically, Jinx is gonna touch. Jinx basically puts like one hand like where your temple is, and the other hand on your shoulder, and he's just gonna sort of like rhythmically tap like. And as he does that, you kind of feel like a sort of like warm energy sort of entering like your body, and like all of your cuts start to like mend back together. Your bruises lose that sort of like mushy feeling, and like any of the bludgeoning damage. You get healed for 2d4, so let me just roll that real quick. Okay, that was 1d4. So 7 HP.
Awesome.
And then you sort of see like there's like the bluish energy. Yeah, so there's bluish energy, and then you see like Jinx is just focusing, his eyes are closed, and he's just like trying to keep the melody, and then he like opens his eyes, and it's like, do you feel better?
That ringing in your
She
ears.
kind of does this thing of like sorry, Sarah.
The ringing in your ears has lessened. There's a little bit of that residual, but you're feeling a little bit more like yourself.
Yeah, so she kind of like snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Yeah, she am I lagging to you guys?
Just a little bit.
Your voice still comes through mostly, but your image isn't moving.
Nope. It moved just like a yep. Okay. I think we're back.
Okay.
I wonder
am I back now?
You're probably just satellite Wi-Fi. So you're not a crook.
Hopefully a little bit. Yeah.
Kind of.
I can change. I can do this. Hold on. Ah!
I see love.
Amazing. Hi. You're very quiet.
Oh, it's probably
no,
because
there it
I'm
is.
quiet. Yeah,
There we
I
go.
was
Now I can hear you.
speaking quietly.
Your sister is frozen in the best way possible right now.
Oh, her photo hasn't loaded for me. Okay, there we go.
Can you guys hear me at all?
We can hear
Yeah,
you.
you're making air quotes right now. Like, okay.
Okay.
But we can hear you, so that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are going to jump over to
Oh, I changed my picture.
Mimi.
So.
Hi.
Mimi.
We got attacked by books.
You slept in on this wonderful morning. You open your coffin in the room that you share with Jinx, but Jinx is not there.
Cool.
I would have left a nice little note like, good morning.
Ah,
I've gone to do
There
some
it is.
exploring. Have a good day.
You're able to gather your things, put on your attire to attend a daytime anything,
yeah.
and step outside into the court of air, where you still don't see anybody you recognize. They're just not there.
Hmm.
You know the hearth is always an option, as that is a tavern-like atmosphere. And you know research is done at the Pillars of Pedagogy. Those are probably your two best bets to find somebody.
I'll probably skip out on the hut because I know that Jinx would not be great there. So I'll probably go to the Pillars of Pedagogy and see if I recognize anybody.
All right, so you walk towards the Pillars of Pedagogy, which you haven't been in yourself. And you enter the front door and you see that there is kind of like a reception desk. Sitting behind is a young 20s halfling, curly blonde hair, sitting looking at her large ledger and helping hand out keys and get people to locations, taking payment. Might be able to help you find people.
Okay. I'll approach the desk and be like, hi.
Well, hi, how can I help you today?
Okay, so I'm looking for some people.
Okay, well, hopefully I can help you with that.
Yeah, so
First person to tell me that today.
oh really?
A couple others are coming in, hoping to find Mysteris, one of the mages here.
Oh. Cool. Did those people happen to like one of them is like all black, really cool, like indigo hair, and has like really cool, like maybe permanent black makeup, and the other is like a golden goddess who's like kind of on fire a little bit?
Oh, yeah, actually, that's exactly who it was.
Oh my god, no way.
Yeah, they were apparently little one over at the tavern was looking for his friend and they thought they'd help him out.
Okay. So they'd be at the tavern right now?
Well, no, they're actually up in the room that Mysteris had reserved, hoping to see if they can find some trace of him.
Oh, okay. Where's that?
Let me show you.
Okay, thank you.
And she starts to pack things up or close her book and head up the long hallway. Now it's been a bit since the other two had gone up. And you come to the door and the scribe opens the door. And what you see is disheveled. There's books all over the place. There is tea that's spilled all over the floor. And there is a body on the floor.
Do I know the body?
You do not recognize this body.
Thank God.
But the halfling does.
The halfling does. The halfling kind of gasps out and rushes over to the individual laying on the ground and checks him out. And you see it kind of turns him over. And you see a middle-aged looking human male, balding a bit at the top, gray robes, slashed to shit on the middle of the floor. But that's all you see in this room.
I'm gonna like start to kind of go off in the corner and see if I can see anybody, but also waiting for her to leave to see if I can get a quick snack.
Sorry.
Why are you laughing,
I
Brian?
just caught that.
Caught what?
I don't know.
It's convenient.
So she does try to check him and notices that he's dead.
He's dead?
Yeah.
Did y'all kill him?
And it just is very concerned and goes, I need to go get one of the master sages. I'll be back. And
Yeah.
heads out the door.
I'm gonna look for suspects.
Make a perception check or an investigation check. Up to you.
Okay, well, first, can I see if I can nibble on the body? Is he still good?
It seems fresh. He seems like he died very recently.
Oh my god.
Perfect. I'm gonna grab a quick snack.
You do that.
Um,
What's your passive perception?
let me pull it up. I
Just
didn't
curious.
even I didn't even like open up my character sheet.
Who left
I
this
just-
Caprice on here? It already has a straw in it. It's ice cold and delicious.
Dang. Okay, passive perception.
Yep.
9.
9. Okay. What's your investigation or perception check?
Like investigation is yeah, okay.
If you'd rather do
Oh.
an investigation, you can do an investigation check.
No, investigation is a -1.
other way
Perception
around
check is a +1.
Okay.
Wait, why do I have a investigation is intelligence, which is a 9 for me.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, that's the sacrifice we make for a bimbo life. Perception check?
Whichever one you prefer. Yeah.
I'll do perception. 9.
9.
Yeah.
Okay. While you're investigating the room, Kindle and Jinx, you guys are still within the mansion.
Yeah.
Where are you going next?
Whew. Should we continue? Are you doing okay?
I'm fine. I'll be fine.
Hold on a second.
Yes, let's continue. Let's just continue, please.
I'm gonna grab goldfish real quick.
Okay.
I didn't really have dinner, so.
Are you having fun?
Yes.
I'm glad.
I just wish that my connection would be better.
I'm sorry. Are you at least getting like understanding what's happening and we're not so bad that you can't understand?
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm just like, I can understand you guys. I just I just don't know if oh, there we go. I just don't know if you guys can see me, you know?
Well, when you turned your camera off, it actually became easier to understand you.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's like you wouldn't lag as much, but we haven't had much problem like hearing you, and that's the real important part.
Yeah. Am I lagging at all now?
It's choppy, but we can still hear you.
Okay.
It's not bad.
And I will just not.
Okay.
I
Sorry,
will just not.
my housemate was just chatting with me.
Okay.
Whew. I mean, I think as long as we try with caution, I can heal a couple more times today. So I'm not too worried.
That's good.
So
All right.
should we just go door to door?
Perhaps.
Okay. He'll sort of smile as best as an emo bard can, and then head to the next door. And
All right. So you're heading just down the line to the next door?
Mhm.
All right. You open that door and let me make sure I remember which room number that is from my map. Yep. Okay.
Mhm.
You find yourself in a room that contains battered wooden mannequins and weapon racks holding staffs and daggers, all lit by indigo tinted lights streaming through a window. The floor is stained and scorched. At the far end of the room, a broom hovers in the air, sweeping the floor by itself.
We have a really bad broom over here in an armory. Do you want to go in?
Sure.
All right. I will take a step into the room. Step to the right.
Okay.
You said the floor is stained?
No. There's indigo stream, like colored lighting streaming in through the window.
Oh, okay.
It looks like this is a fitness or training room.
Okay. And the broom is just kind of like doing its thing.
It's doing its own thing. It's just sweeping in a corner.
Okay. Well,
You can assume that the broom has not noticed your arrival.
I'm gonna walk slowly.
The things we say in D&D.
Right?
Yeah, I'll walk over to the door across the way and just gently try to open it.
That, I believe, is actually a window.
Oh.
I marked it as a door, but that was my mistake.
Oh, in that case, is there
That's the
anything in
window.
here of interest besides the room?
You can see there's a mannequin with numerous cuts and chips. There's a weapon rack with 4 daggers, 4 quarterstaffs, and 20 darts in a bandolier hanging from one of the pegs. One wall holds diagrams of attack and parry positions for wielders of staffs and daggers. That's it.
Kind of gives me the willies. Should we go to the next one?
Yeah, let's just move on.
Yeah, I mean, if the books attacked us, I can't imagine the daggers wouldn't be there.
No.
Okay. So yeah, I'll step out.
You guys are
And
gonna be suspicious of everything going forward.
yeah, that broom looks extra sus.
All right, so you can keep going down, and then there is another door in front of you. That opens up to another room. Do you open that door?
Yeah.
All right. In
Yeah.
this room, the entire far wall of this room is floor to ceiling bookshelf. Even more books are resting on several large scarlet armchairs and wooden small tables, and several paintings are on the wall. A fluffy black cat is curled up on one of the chairs. This door actually would have been slightly ajar. My bad.
The door is ajar.
The door was slightly open, so it was easy enough for you to just push it open.
Oh yeah.
As you enter the room, the cat just kind of sits up and then stretches out and then just kind of, approaches your legs as cats do.
Mm-hmm. I'll do the thing where I bend down and like put my hand out for the cat to smell
Make an animal handling check.
Oh. Okay. Oh, 17.
17.
Mhm.
It very much leans into it and is very just happy for some attention.
Aw. Hi, little kitty.
No.
Does it look healthy?
Can I pet the kitty?
You can pet the kitty if you like. Roll an animal handling check.
Please be nice to me, nice.
Wait, bardic inspiration.
Please.
Bardic inspiration.
Okay,
For
okay.
the important things.
Yes.
Please be nice to me. Okay, well that wasn't bad. I rolled a 15.
Okay, yeah, it's a DC 10. You guys are fine. You're
Okay.
able to pet the cat with no issue. It is very happy for some love.
Aw. I'm gonna take a look at the bookshelves while I'm petting the cat.
All right. If you spend a good as long as you're paying attention to the cat, he's not going anywhere. As long as you're petting it or loving it, he's in the room.
Yeah, I'm basically just like
Yeah.
little.
As you look around, almost all of the books in this study were written by Fistandia. There's a lot of her memoirs in here, and she was you can tell if you spent time to read through them at all, or are you just looking at the books right now?
I'm just looking at them.
Okay. There are 3 paintings that hang on the wall. There is a landscape scene with a giant green dragon emerging from a grove of pine trees, a study of a Pegasus in flight, and a portrait of a unicorn in a wooden glaive. There is also another book on one of the arms of the armchair with a letter I on its spine and a familiar cover.
Did we grab the R book?
Did you?
I think Kindle would have.
Okay.
Curiouser and curiouser. But not as curious as this little floofy face. Oh my goodness. Oh. Jinx is basically just gonna become a cat for a moment and be like lay down and be like, Kindle, do you see the iBook over there? And he's just like laying down, like staring at the cat and like petting the cat. Just like being like
when when the cat let her pet him, like immediate like tears in the eyes. Like I love it. But
Are you guys
still look around at all the bookshelves.
Okay, make an investigation check then if you are investigating all the books, Kindle.
Investigation.
By the way, that bardic inspiration lasts for
10 minutes.
10 minutes. So
Okay.
feel pretty good.
I remember random.
Need it. 13.
13. Okay. We were going to jump back
And
to
I
that
used
in
the bardic
just a
inspiration.
second as you spend a good amount of time looking through these books on the shelves. Mimi, you're in the room. Make another investigation check for me, please, as you're in the study room. Or perception if you want to do perception.
I don't know. Investigation has a -1, but maybe we'll try it. Maybe it'll be something really high and it'll just be fine. Either way, it'll be in character. Oh yeah! Wow! Good instincts. That was a 17 on die, so a 16.
All right. As you're flipping through the area after you've had your little snack, you see a piece of paper that has fallen to the floor that is in Jinx's handwriting.
Oh?
Which you'd recognize because of the gothic nature and the note that I wrote to you this morning.
Yeah!
Yep. And it says, "Speak scepter, and the doorway will appear."
Scepter.
As you say that, a glowing door appears in the middle of the room.
I can't believe that worked.
And it already looks like it's fizzling and fading fast.
Hops in.
You
Like, oh my
hop,
god, I can't believe that worked. I'm so smart.
you you hop in and you are now in the foyer of a large mansion, a totally different room. Behind you, instead of a portal that you walked through, are a set of double doors that are closing. And you see a long hallway to your left, a long hallway to your right, a staircase kind of to your right and up, and a couple of open doors.
One of them
On the
is
left.
definitely open, and you can just look in and see like I'm lying on the ground, like petting a cat.
I'm probably go for the ajar door.
You go and you peek in and you do see Jinx sitting on the floor petting a cat and Kindle scrolling through a bunch of books.
Oh my god, guys! Hi.
Hey, you got my note.
I did. I got both of them actually. I can't believe you just say scepter and that was it. Seriously?
I know. It's like a. Oh wait, does it work the other way?
Does anything happen?
As you said scepter just now, nothing happened.
Okay.
Kindle, as you are scrolling through with your investigation check that you did earlier, you notice that one of the books on one of the shelves in the lower corner is a little bit out of place. And you just kind of give it a little, and as you pull it forward, the bookshelf kind of shuffles and then slides forward and reveals a passage behind it.
Secret tunnel, secret tunnel.
Real
through
quick,
the mountain.
can I put the cat too?
You can make an animal handling check.
Nothing
Let me
more
just,
important
because
has ever
I'm
happened.
sure.
No!
Do.
I got a 5.
You got a what?
A 5.
So you go to pet this cat. And there's something about your undead nature that as you reach down towards it, it just kind of turns and hisses and swats at your hand and bolts out the door.
Oh no, kitty. Are you okay, Mimi?
So sorry, Mimi.
Damn it. I've always been more of a dog person. But she really wanted that cat to love her.
Just that.
Don't
Just
have
that
like
little-
any,
Damn it.
don't know if I have any like good temporary icons for your character right now.
Oh my god.
Let's see. What do I
Use
have?
something ridiculous.
Oh, I got tons of that.
You have like a bat? Maybe that might be too.
Oh, I might have a bat. Hold on.
No.
Go bat.
Perfect.
There we go.
Yay.
You have a
Yay.
character icon now, and you're in the
Yay.
room with them. So, you guys find yourself in a hallway that is here,
Oh god, it's tiny.
and it goes downstairs.
Oh,
Mm.
well, that's not like suspicious at all. None of this has ever been suspicious. No.
Wait, did you grab me too?
Probably. I want to say. Yeah.
Do you guys head down the stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You find yourself in another hallway. where it gets interesting. There is a doorway right in front of you. And there is another hallway that goes down towards the right.
Oh, I would check that first doorway.
Huh?
I'll check that first doorway.
Okay, the one right at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
I don't know why the door feature is not working on that, but you're able to go in there. And there is a small hallway with another door at the end of the hallway and another door on your right.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave it open for now and not stray too far from the group.
Okay.
So I'll be like, hey, there's more doors over here, but what's down this hall?
You go down that hall and there is another doorway on the right that you can enter if you'd like.
Yeah.
I'm going in.
We'll go through there.
All right. We are in room 17. All right. So you step into this room here. Do. Dynamic lighting is cool and also really annoying at once. The air here smells stringent of chemicals. Long wooden tables stretch across the room laden with vials, beakers, and flasks holding various liquids and powders. Books are stacked between the glassware and chemicals. Yellowed paper charts and blackboards full of complex formulas cover the walls.
That it for the description?
That is the description of this room.
Mimi's gonna be immediately like, oh, guys, I think we're in a homemade morgue. Honestly,
Oh,
I am like almost 1,000% sure that this is a morgue.
maybe Fistandia is here.
This is the first time, Mimi, that you are hearing this name.
Hang on. I was chewing goldfish at the same time and trying to process that sentence. Say it again.
Oh, maybe this is where Fistandia is laid to rest.
Well, who?
Oh, she's the lady who wrote all the books upstairs and owns this house.
Oh, is she dead?
I don't know. She seems pretty cool though. I mean, we just haven't run into her yet.
Okay. Okay. Why would they have like a weird morgue place in their house? At least that's what I'm thinking.
I have no idea. And Kindle is like in the doorway,
Not
getting
entering the
ready
room.
to back out. Yeah.
All right.
Does it seem like a preparation chamber, or does it seem like this is like just a place where bodies are laid to rest?
Make an investigation check.
I will do that. Ah, 23.
This actually seems more like a alchemical laboratory.
Oh.
There are formulas on the walls. If you look at them, look like they were probably the main goal of the research on those chalkboards was to transmute various materials into gold.
Mm-hmm.
And judging by numerous scorch marks and acid burns on the furniture, this lab was a scene of several spectacular failures, is literally what's written in here. On the table, you see 4 clay figurines. Some of them are barely shaped. Some of them are far more detailed. That are just, and they look strangely similar to the they look like different creatures. Make an Arcana check for me, actually.
Is that all of us or just?
You're the one who's studying it, so Jinx.
Okay.
Sorry, I should have been more specific.
No, it's okay. 17.
17. You can tell that some of these figures, some of them look like they might as well be sleeping. Some of them look like there's nothing there, but they're all the basis of a homunculi.
I will tell my companions
You, you also notice, as you are studying things on this table, propped up against one of the large beakers is another book with a letter B along its spine and a familiar face on the cover.
Did we grab the iBook?
You did say you were grabbing
Yeah.
them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yep, I will add it to our collection. So we have RIB.
And if anyone wants to investigate in here, they can.
Sure, why not? Might as well. Three. Maybe I found the cat again. Something totally irrelevant.
No, the cat's not in this room. There's a lot of science stuff in here. And you've went through that before, and the whole like your sire was into some weird shit. And this is just, you're trying to put all that behind you, and it's just not interesting anymore.
Yeah, it's a lot of science stuff that's like way above me.
There's mathematical equations written on the wall. This is
Oh,
obviously was a
ew.
crazy person.
Ugh. Gross. Math? No.
Math.
Don't know
Gross.
her. That gross. Mathematics.
Ew.
Ew.
Universal languages. Ew.
Ew. I don't know the universal language of my boobs, so I need nothing else.
All right. Anyone else making an investigation check as well in this room?
I
No,
do.
because Kindle is in the doorway.
Okay. Jinx, you did say you were rolling that, right?
I already rolled. It was an 11, I think.
An 11?
Yeah.
Okay, you do notice there are a couple of vials on the desk as well, that are of a familiar a potion. 2 potions of healing are on the
Okay.
table.
Okay. Oh, here.
And about if you gather the stuff in this room, you probably could get about 50 golds from these alchemical materials.
I'll take the healing potions, but I will leave the rest of the stuff untouched.
Okay.
If anyone else wants to take stuff, though, I'm not going to stop them.
Does Mimi care? Do you point out that this stuff has worth?
Yeah, I'll be like, it's a pretty some pretty pricey things here. I have to try to spell potion with an M.
Grabs into the coat.
You get 50 gold worth of alchemical stuff you can add.
Yeah.
You'll have to find somewhere to sell it, but you can get that eventually.
Yeah.
And that's all you find in this room.
All right, let's shall we go to the next one?
Yeah.
All right, you head back up that hallway and into the next hallway with the door that I cannot get to stay open, but I promise you it's open.
I'll try the door on the right since it's the first one.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to step into this room. I'm just moving you guys so I can actually see it.
Yeah, that's right.
Into 18. This dark stone-walled room contains only a few objects. A 5-foot diameter circle of intricate runes covers the floor. There is an empty wooden bookstand opposite the door and bronze braziers at the other 3 cardinal points of the circle. Whatever material they contained has long since burned to cinders, but the room still smells like charcoal and sulfur. Sitting next to the bookstand is a warty toad.
Oh, warty toad.
He's alive?
And he hasn't been eaten by a cat.
Hmm.
But also,
Well-
any books in this room?
You do not see any books in this room.
Okay.
So I'm sure with these runes on the floor that there has been a lot of summoning of things.
It could be transmutation or divination even, but
Wait, isn't transmutation when you make one thing and another thing?
oh yeah.
Do you think that frog is a person?
That was also my second thought.
It's highly likely there's some strange magics here. If they were dealing with homunculi.
Homuncle what now?
Oh, the sort of lifeless corpse looking things in the other room.
Oh my god.
Basically,
Cool.
they're like puppets that you can put a soul into, if I remember correctly.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Makes sense. Yeah, no, but the vibes in here, off. There's some other doors that we can explore, right?
There's another door at the end of this hallway, yes.
I just want to check something real quick, and I'm going to sort of like circumvent this circle and kind of come over to where the toad is.
So you're approaching the toad?
Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to be like,
You approach the toad
hello.
and you speak to the toad?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay. It's still in toad form and it just hops at your face aggressively. It's like trying to attack your face. Make a dex save. It's still a toad.
Sneak attack toad. No, 10.
10. It's fine. It's a fucking toad. You're just like, shit, what the fuck, dude? But there is an angry toad now like hopping at the ground towards you.
I'm gonna try to calm the toad with a ballad of.
Make an intelligence check before you do this.
Okay. 15?
It's obviously not just a freaking toad. Maybe it should be left alone because it's a little pissed.
Do you need some help, buddy? Are you okay? All right.
It is croaking angrily at you and trying to bite your foot.
Okay, well, they don't have teeth, so I'm not too worried about it, and I'm wearing shoes. So
Have
I'm
you
gonna.
ever been bit by a frog? They don't let go.
Yeah, but they don't have teeth. It doesn't hurt.
You underestimate the jaws of a reptile or an amphibian.
Can the frog even latch on though? They have such a hard time eating bugs and worms. I doubt he could get the right target chomp on a shoe.
I've been bit by my leopard gecko. They don't let go.
Well, that's a leopard gecko. That's not a froggo.
I was
Froggo's
bit by a
stupid.
bullfrog too. They don't
Well,
let go.
He got lucky.
I'm just gonna. Is there like an empty? Is there like some sort of basin or bowl or like?
I mean, there's the braziers.
No, I'm
They're
trying
kind
to.
of built in.
I was trying to pour some water for the toad. I'm just gonna pour like a little bit of water out of my water skin on the toad.
While you're like avoiding it.
Yeah, I'm basically just like watching it like hop towards me, and I'm like sploosh, sploosh, sploosh.
As you do that, it starts to pull away because it's a toad right now, not a frog. But it's still like it's aggressive.
We're gonna come back.
Piggy.
We're gonna come back. All right. There's no books in here,
There's no books in here.
so I can't. Let's check the next room.
Okay. Do you close the door so the frog can't follow?
No, this poor toad needs like.
Cool. It's gonna stalk you. for a while.
Okay.
It's a mad toad. That is. It's not really a toad. Don't want
I have a feeling that
to make an Arcana check.
I have a feeling that that one caused this.
Oh no, can I check what's up with the frog?
Owns this.
Huh?
Can I check what's up with the frog?
You roll an Arcana check. Anyone who wants to roll Arcana can.
I have a -1.
I've
so
already
let's see how
given
this
up.
goes. Oh. 9.
9 is a weird fucking frog.
That's okay.
It's a weird toad.
Hang on.
Kendall,
Kindle?
Yes.
are you rolling it Arcana on the toad?
Yes. Sorry, I
you're
lagged.
good. You're totally fine.
No, natural 1 for a total of 3.
It's a weird
I
devil
know
toad, and
nothing.
it will not leave
It's
you
a
alone.
weird ass toad.
You know
It's
what?
a devil toad. It is a. This is weird. You're a city slicker. You don't think that toads should act like this. That's about all you get.
I want to. Okay, if it's gonna follow us and it's just gonna keep attacking us, I'm gonna wrap it up in a piece of like cloth, like
Also, for your consideration, I could cast Mage Hand and just carry him,
How long
so
does
he
that
can't
last?
lunge out at us.
Well, I was just gonna like wrap him like a burrito, and then so like he can see what's going on. I can keep him in my pocket, and then we
Make
can
a dex check.
dex check. No, wait, what? Wait, do I have advantage?
Why would you have advantage?
I don't know.
Just explain it to me.
Because he's a
I'm-
little guy.
Yeah, he's a size tiny creature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that means there's quick.
Okay. Yeah, I rolled a 7.
But also brain lag, so a little stupid.
Yep. I'm just like, well, I hope we don't step on you.
Take your advantage.
Well, 11 was the other roll.
11 total.
Mm-hmm.
You're lucky it's not a very dexterous toad. You're able to wrap, and you have a very angry, screaming toad and a burrito.
I pick it up, I like wrap it up, and then I put it in my pocket. So he's just like sitting there like
And it's still like actively trying to like bite you.
Oh my god.
We continue to the next door. There's another door at the end of the hall.
There's a what?
Another door at the end of the hall.
I thought you
Yeah,
were saying
there's a-
another toad at the end of the
Yeah.
hall. And I was like, another one.
It's just Attack of the Toads from now on. It's the only enemy, the toad.
Inger!
I need to
Yeah.
rethink my Humblewood BBEG.
it's the frog army.
It's Inger's house. Her whole frog army lives here.
Do you go into the next room?
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
let's do it.
funny.
All right.
That got me good.
Smells of alcohol and brine permeate this room. Glass vessels, large and small, stand in rows on the floor and tables, ranging from 1 foot to 6 feet tall. Inside each vessel is the body of a creature floating in a clear liquid. One
Ooh.
4 foot tall container is missing its lid and has no occupant.
Do these things seem alive?
Make a perception check.
I want to do that too. I would like
Okay.
to know.
Anyone who wants to make a
Yes.
perception check can.
Ah, 18.
14.
18, 14,
Perception check. 16.
16. All right. So you notice that these jars include I'm probably going to pronounce these wrong, so please forgive me. There is a specimen of a cockatrice, a flump, a giant fire beetle, a small grell, a myconid sprout, a pseudo dragon, 4 severed hands in the same jar, and a slad tadpole. And the tadpole is still alive.
That's the only one that's still alive,
The rest of them seem unmoving.
but not dead.
With an 18, you can tell who got the 18?
I did.
Mimi?
Mhm.
You can tell that everything is dead, but whatever, like every now and then you see the slightest twitch in the hands. Like maybe there's some arcane force affecting those.
So I can't tell what's up with the frog, but I can definitely see what's dead or alive in jars.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's a slod tadpole that's alive.
Yeah.
And a missing creature.
A missing creature.
All right.
You can investigate around that to see what maybe if you can find out what kind of creature that is. I would say that's probably nature or survival.
Okay.
But I leave that up to you.
I'm gonna do a nature check.
I'm going to do a survival because I feel threatened.
Okay.
Damn it.
Roll the natural one.
Oh no. What did you guys roll?
A 7 and a natural 1.
Yeah, so 4.
Jeez.
Jinx, you are very concerned about the toad in your pocket. How did it bust out of this damn cage, and why is the cage so fucking big? This terrifying toad is in your pocket and trying to bite you, and now you're very worried.
I'm gonna take it out and just like look at it. Put it back in my pocket.
Mimi, you're curious as to why Jinx felt the need to look at this fucking toad. Because whatever this is was obviously larger. But you can't tell what it is. There's a little bit of like slimy streaks every now and then. That's more like acidic. But you can't really tell what this creature was.
I'm guessing either atomic snail or gelatinous cube. Either one of those. And she has like not even, she's saying it so confidently, but y'all know she doesn't had no thoughts, just boobies. But also like kind of subconsciously thinking, I don't know, maybe the frog was in here and he just shrunk.
I'm gonna sort of like, I'm gonna try to like pat the toad behind its mouth, like just like right on the top of its, to calm it down a little bit.
It's very angry toad and is still trying to bite your finger.
I'm probably wearing
We are keeping the bloody toad.
You do not see anything else in this room.
Okay.
no books either.
No books in this room at all. And it does not look like there's any exits to this room. It looks like these 3 rooms that you saw are the only things on this floor.
Kendall, did you do an investigation check in this room?
I did not, but I do want to.
Okay.
Maybe you
Um,
can
that
figure out what's up
helps.
with the empty cage.
If you're trying to figure
Maybe.
out what's in the empty cage, that would be nature or survival.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with nature 16.
You can tell what was in this cage. There's a mimic on the loose in this mansion.
Oh, she like takes a closer look and then immediately goes, "Oh shit."
What is it?
Um, not to alarm you in any way, shape, or form. However, there is a high likelihood that there is a mimic on the loose.
Hey yo,
Okay, well,
you
that
don't say.
Yes.
means that anything could be a mimic.
The toad.
Even the toad.
No, not little cutie here.
You named it.
No, it's cute. Look, it's a burrito.
We should name the toad Mimic. So even if he's not the mimic, we'll get the mimic and mimic confused.
Wait, is it a mimic?
I don't know. It might be.
Make an intelligence check.
You know what? I have really bad intelligence, but I want to make an intelligence check too.
11.
You don't think it's a mimic.
11.
10.
It's definitely not a toad, but it's not a mimic.
Mm. Okay.
Nimi, what did you roll?
A 10.
A 10? Yeah, it's not a mimic. That would be
Hmm.
cool though. That's not a mimic.
Okay. I'm still gonna name him Mimic.
Okay.
Y'all can name him whatever you want. She's gonna call it Mimic.
Kindle, did you also roll an 11 or were you just quoting Brian?
I was quoting.
Okay.
11.
Are you guys going to
Thank
hang
you.
out on this floor anymore or are you going to go upstairs?
Yeah, I don't think there's
I'm
anything
gonna
else
go
on here for us.
upstairs.
We should
Huh?
probably close all the doors too.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yes, that would be a smart idea.
Okay,
All
I'm
right. So
taking
you
this
guys are
book.
going back upstairs and you find yourself back in that room. Do. And all doors closed.
Okay, so we found a book
Okay.
with an R, a book with an I, and a book with a B.
Brr.
I don't think rib is means anything.
Herb.
Herb. Burr.
As you're
rib.
trying these different word combinations, nothing happens.
Cool.
Let's try to see what else is on this floor and then go up.
All right.
Oh,
You guys
hey.
have not tried the hallway that goes to the right.
Yeah,
There are
a
3
door.
doors on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with the first door past the stairs.
Are you guys following? I'm assuming.
Yes.
All right. As you pass
Wow.
by, you do notice that the portal has closed and it's just double doors again.
While we're walking through here, Mimi's gonna go, oh hey, what's with the dead guy?
What dead
Dead.
guy?
Dead.
You lost a dead guy, yeah. He was all slashed open. Tasted really good. Wait,
And
I
now
said that
it
out
dawns
loud.
on you all that maybe with the bright red eyes and the pale skin and the pointy teeth, that Mimi might just be a fucking vampire.
Do I now get that through my thick ass skull?
You can roll if you want, but I'm also just giving it to you.
I'm still not convinced.
I kind of want to roll just
Okay,
to see.
you can roll if you like.
That was
She sleeps
really
in a
funny.
coffin.
That was a moment where both me
So
and
what
Mimi
would
had the
that
same brain.
considered be?
Intelligence.
It's
Wisdom.
That was definitely a moment me and Mimi had the same brain.
okay. There, finally. Oh my god, I got a natural 20.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
A natural 20.
That bitch is a vampire.
Oh my god, these bitches gay. Good for
Jinx, what did
them.
you get?
Oh, I didn't roll because I don't really care if
Okay.
me is a vampire. Despite the fact that I have a crate full of vampire killing things, I don't hate vampires.
Genuinely,
Mm.
like I was kind of thinking that in my brain, like, oh yeah, I ate him. It was great. And then Mimi like said her thoughts out loud. And I said my thoughts out loud. really
Great
funny.
thought to have out loud. It's wonderful.
So you open this door, you hear maybe you're like, yeah, he was beautifully tasty. As you step into a new room, the aromas of cooking permeate this kitchen. A large iron stove takes up one wall. The rest of the room is filled with large tables and racks lined with hanging pots, pans, and cooking utensils. Everything is sparkling clean. You also notice that flying around this room are two homunculi who notice you, get huge smiles on their faces, and fly over in your direction. Oh, guests! Not cats! Not cats! Hi!
Hello. Hold that thought, please. Did you say he was dead?
Oh yeah, super dead. Uber dead. Like he's been slashed open dead.
They're ignoring
that's
me,
not fair.
human.
No, it's fine. No, hi. We're just discussing something. I asked them a question. So just
I'm
one
so
second.
sorry.
The
I'm
other
so sorry.
homunculi is sitting next to him going, I know, Coriander, they're as mean as the fairy dragons.
Literally stop.
Hold on. Hold that thought.
One second.
Fairy dragon? Oh no, hold on. Did you leave the note behind that had the message I left for you?
Oh no. I took it with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
We might be
Was he
sorry.
not dead before?
No. No, he wasn't. Hi. You mentioned
No.
fairy dragons?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, they're kind of mean. They like to play pranks because they're really bored, but they're here. Hi, can we help you? Do you want cooking, cleaning? We can fix your clothes.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
sweet.
Can you tell me if this is actually a toad?
Why do you have the closet?
The what?
The closet.
It's a closet?
Why is the closet a burrito?
He was mean.
Toad. It was attacking me and I just didn't want to hurt it.
It's really weird.
Well, it was either he follows us and we accidentally step on him and he gets hurt, or he can come around and know exactly what we're doing and nobody gets hurt.
That's true. You really don't want him to bust out of that. That would be bad.
Out of what? I'm sorry. What?
Toad, out of Toad. You want a cupcake? I can get you.
Out
I
of
got
the
some-
toad?
We got bread. And they both start just bustling around the kitchen. You can tell they're probably a
I'm
little
just
bit
a
lonely.
simple human girl who likes the simple human things like bread and complaining all the time. Oh, you're an elf. Fine, I'm an elf.
You get the sense that they haven't like served humanoids in a really long time, and they're going a
Aw,
little
poor
nuts
babies.
because of it.
Oh.
You also would probably know, Jinx, you were able to figure out they're humanoids, or they were homunculi before, so you would probably know from just reading. Homunculi don't normally speak, and yet they are actively speaking common. Also, you would know, just through knowing a little bit about homunculi. Homunculi are usually, there's usually one homunculi to a master at a time. And
And there
they
are two
usually don't stay around if their master is dead.
Interesting.
They die when their master dies.
Okay. So
even though you know that this book, amongst others, were donated in Fistandia's will,
Fistandia. Okay.
if one of these was Fistandia's homunculi, she's probably not dead.
Yeah.
But they're in the
Well-
process of getting you guys food.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask them to make something with a lot of weird flavors.
Can I I'm gonna look through these doors while we're in here. That's okay.
Okay, sure. There are two doors.
Uh-huh.
that are attached to this kitchen. There's one straight ahead and there's one to your right.
So I'll check the one straight ahead first, which looks like it's just like a pantry.
The one straight ahead is a pantry? I'm looking at the wrong one. Yes, is a pantry. It's stocked with stocks of flowers, vegetables, preserved meats, and other typical staples, all dried goods. This whole time, cumin or coriander are the names of the homunculi, and they are chatting your ears off. If there's a single tear in your clothing, they're offering to, and one of them is actively trying to stitch it while you're wearing it. They just live to serve, and they haven't been able to do that. You will also notice that cat, the black cat from the other room, is in this kitchen, and there's a series of like bowls with different foods in it, and then that cat and another cat are currently eating, and they fight over a really good piece, and then they go back to just eating.
Okay.
But that cat, and there's another tabby cat in this right now.
I'll leave them alone because they're eating. Even though I love cats.
Okay, Mimi.
Can I just get like a hand sniff from them? I'm not trying to pet them. I just want to see if they will accept an introductory hand sniff.
Make another animal handling check.
Or a conspiration.
It's been a while, so you do not have disadvantage, because if you did it right after, then it'd be another story.
Do you bardic inspiration, so you can add a d6 if you want.
Add a d6.
So roll your regular dice and then roll a d6 and add that number as well as your animal handling modifier.
Oh, okay. So roll both a d20 and a d6?
Yes. And then add those two numbers together and then add your animal handling modifier.
Wow.
You don't have to use it if the roll that you do of the d20 is high enough.
No, that actually helped a lot. So plus my animal handling, that is an unnatural 20.
Yeah,
Nice.
They both kind of turn away from their food, and even the one that was like eyeing you before, it's like, all right, I'll give you a minute, and you get the lightest little sandpaper tongue lick from the tabby.
Perfect.
And they go back to their food.
Perfect. I slyly go over, and honestly, I'm just enjoying coriander and
Cumin.
Okay, I thought it was cumin, but I wasn't sure.
They're named after spices. Yes.
I love it. I'm just enjoying their company right now. I'm not really concerned with what investigations are doing. I just want to chat with them and hang with them.
All right. Jinx and Kindle, are you both checking that other room, or is it just Jinx?
Kindle is like staying with the homunculi, and like watching them cook, and like the more that she watches them cook, the more that her stomach goes.
Oh, they are happy to feed you. You guys are given fresh slices of bread, really delicious warm soups to go with it. They have like little
soup and bread. Oh,
little crackers to go with it all. They are just happy to have somebody there.
I'm gonna roll and see how much I enjoy it, if it works with my palate. No.
Check the dining room.
I try to take a bite, and I'm like, No. I'm like, can I get something like really, really weird?
I mean, I don't see why not. What do you got in mind?
Okay. So like just throw like a bunch of different spices in there. Weird textures, like crunchy textures with chewy textures. And like maybe like a little accent of creaminess in there. Zing, a lot of zing. Really savory.
I have an idea.
Cool.
And the homunculus disappears into the pantry, comes out and like drops a handful of stuff into a pot and then starts stirring it up.
Do you think that would be good? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they're happy to chat. As they're chatting, you learn that cumin was created by Fistandia. Coriander was created by a mage by the name of Freya, and they went away a long time ago and haven't been back in a while. So the only thing they've had to feed are the cats and the fairy dragons, who are fine, but they're troublemakers, so stay out of their way.
Where do we find the fairy dragons?
No, those are in the arboretum. You'll find them. They're around. They like to hide. They'll find you first.
Oh no. You said
Oh,
they were mean,
love
right?
They're not mean. They're pranksters.
No. Do you know what
They're
it would be
bored.
on the
They're
flip
bored.
side?
We're all bored. This is boring here.
You can leave.
No, I can't.
You can't? Why?
No, to stay here is my job.
No. Okay, but you've been like left here for a really, 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 really long time, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Okay. So I was just somewhere in a really, really long time too. And it didn't benefit me to stay there and just do what I thought I should be doing. I really had to look into myself and think, what do I want to be doing? What would enrich my life? And like, I know it's probably a little different for you guys, but I really think if you just like broaden your horizons and maybe leave this place, then you can maybe find people to serve who will appreciate it more and will talk to you back, unlike cats and fairy dragons.
that is all well and good. However, there is the question of what happens if they leave. Considering that our dear departed friend Mysteris died while taking what was it, the statue
He was an imp, wasn't
with
it?
him.
Oh, you found the imp.
An
I was
imp,
wondering where
yes.
that went.
Yes.
Well, the imp was a
Considering
statue.
Okay,
I
but
don't.
the
You kept the
different-
imp in the mansion, right? The imp stays in the mansion because otherwise the imp doesn't stay a statue if it leaves the mansion. We know this, right? You knew that. You knew that.
We may
Your
not
face
know
says
that.
you didn't know that.
No.
I think that's what killed him. And now it's running around in Candlekeep.
That's
Love that.
There's people that are more than oh crap.
Yeah.
there's more people that are more than oh crap. My favorite sentence to come out of a
Well, let's hope little one knows what to do. Oh, little one. He's gonna be so sad that his friend died. What a day.
Yeah.
You know
Okay.
what?
But like if they
Goodness.
left of their own choice, then I don't think that would hurt anybody else.
Well, they were also supposed to keep the door open for us. So,
I don't know.
Them?
You don't mean me. We don't open the door. We don't open the door. We can't open the door. We stay here. Our job is to work here. We work here.
Oh
This is
yeah,
our
sorry. I
job.
was talking about our.
Okay, but you could get a job
Right.
somewhere else where you won't be bored.
This I was told. My master said here. I am here. Here.
And where's your master?
They'll be back.
Do you know that?
They'll be back.
Can you confirm that?
Obviously.
Mm. I think you need to be somewhere where you can thrive.
Are you able to have a
But
new
that's a
master?
you thing.
Or can we like set you free? Is that a thing?
Huh?
Can we be your master, or can you?
You didn't make me. So that doesn't work that way. But I mean, you want to come visit? You guys can visit anytime. We will make lots of
Yeah.
food. I can make a quiche. I know how to make a quiche. I want to make a quiche.
I would love some quiche. Quiche takes some time, but I don't mind coming back to get some.
Cuban goes up and starts making a keep while Coriander is still like stirring the giant pot.
Oh my
Which-
god.
We've all played Breath of the Wild.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Please, yes.
You know where
Yes.
this is going.
Oh my god.
As they finally scoop
Dubious food.
some of the sludge into a bowl, it has that blurred look to it. It's just splotches of random colors in a bowl, and you don't think it should exist, and he presents it to you, Mimi.
Okay, just for me, I'm gonna roll with advantage to see if I like it because it's really, really weird.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Oh,
Hold on,
Oh.
I have something for it. And I take the toad and I squeeze them a little bit so that he just exhales on the food.
oh my god.
Frog's breath.
Yep.
How hard do you squeeze it?
I love it.
Just like a gentle hug.
So not a hit point worth.
No.
Just
not-
checking.
Nice try. No.
I thought I'd ask.
Good lord.
You
Yeah,
said
Okay.
I'm working to not hurt this toad because this toad, now that I know it's a quasit, is gonna stay in toad form for a while.
you were like, let's help it. Just never mind. It can stay.
Yeah, so I rolled a 17. So I'm in love with this.
Oh, good. Yeah, it is the best
Um,
damn indescribable. The rest of you are like, what is that smell? Oh god, no.
Kindle will go up to the homunculi and say, before you make that delicious quiche that I'm sure is very, very good.
Oh, you're saying this a cumin because coriander is in the middle process of like pouring a second
Yes.
bowl. No one's gonna stop him.
Yes.
He's gonna start just a warning.
Yes.
I love these little robots.
And she goes, would you be willing to make a spicy beef stew?
Oh, yeah, certainly we can do that. That should be really easy. I got right on it. And starts putting together a beef stew. Do you have any questions for these two while you're in
Probably.
the kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is me metagaming a little bit.
We're just
Um,
enjoying giving them something to do first.
Right. True.
Yeah.
They look desperate for helping, so
Yeah.
Do you happen
want
to
them to
know
be
if there's
happy.
another way out of here?
No, we don't really open the doors. I mean, there's a lot of places that Fistandia used to go, like a lot that might help you.
Mm-hmm.
But well, so there's a planetarium. She used to disappear into there and then be like gone for a long time and then she'd come out. And then there's the library. The books keep piling themselves in corners for some reason.
Yeah, we encountered them. They're not very friendly.
yes, we did it not at all.
Have you seen more of these books? And he'll hold up the iBook.
Oh, well, yeah, they're all over the place, but we're not supposed to touch them.
Do you know how many there are total?
7?
And do they spell anything? They're
Oh,
all
I don't know. I was never told. I just work here.
No, that's okay. You've been really helpful. We appreciate it, right, guys?
Oh yeah.
I was just told if they
Yes.
have a special letter on the side and a face on the front, don't touch it. So don't touch it.
Fair.
Would you happen to know any information on any books about magical amulets?
I don't know any. But you might be able to find some in the library. I'm sure there's one there.
Yes, I've
Fistandia did a lot
already
of that stuff.
looked there.
Did you find any?
Well, yes and no.
Yes.
The book's kind of vengeance.
Oh, that's why they keep piling themselves up. Well, I mean,
I think they're angry.
Fistandia has a lot of books kind of everywhere. So keep looking around. You might find some.
Fair enough.
Kindle, do me a favor. Just roll a d20.
Oh, okay. All right. 7.
7. Do you have a bag on your person?
Do I have a bag on my person? Let me look at my inventory. What do I have?
I'd expect so. Maybe not necessarily a bag of holding, but just a bag.
Yes. Yeah, like she would at least have, well, she has a backpack.
Okay. All right. And you rolled a 7?
Yes.
Okay. Make a perception check for me.
Fun. Okay. Perception +1. Sorry, my dice fell off of the side. 18.
18. Your backpack is, as you're thinking about it and being in that room, your backpack is a little bit heavier than it was when you first entered this mansion.
She's gonna nonchalantly like take it off and just kind of sort through it.
The book that you had your hand on, not the one that caused the swarm, but you did have another book that has a list of different rumors of different magical amulets that you can find. Is in your bag, but you don't remember putting it in there. But you did kind of go into that fugue state for a bit.
Yeah. Ooh.
Everything okay, Kendall?
Yes. Everything's fine. And she'll shove the kind of stuff the book back into her bag and put her backpack back on.
Do we notice that?
Make an insight check.
Insight. Please, boobies, help me. Oh, well, 13. 13. So
Okay.
boobies almost.
Am I actively
All right,
rolling
you can roll
deception
either
then?
persuasion or a deception. I leave it up to you, depending on the scenario, what you would be doing. You do not need to tell us what it is.
Persuasion. Ooh. 18.
She's hard to read. She's tricky to read. She's still new to you.
I was just trying to see if I just wanted to see if I saw her shove in the book.
I mean, you saw her going through her bag. Like she suddenly, she kind of grabbed her bag, opened it up, and then just closed it and put it back on.
Okay.
But she's still new to you and closed off in general. So it's hard to tell what's going through her mind as that happened.
Okay.
That reminds me, and Jinx is going to start going through his bag, and then he's going to pull out a monocle and like look at Mimi.
Oh my god, I love it.
Okay, Tahiri.
Yeah, I have a disguise kit.
That's cute. And it comes with a monocle.
Yeah, it's
Ooh.
among other
Hey,
things.
cumin, coriander. Does one of your masters wear a monocle?
No, I don't think so. We haven't seen him in a while.
Mm,
How long do you think it's been?
don't do time well.
How many times have you fed the cats?
They're very hungry.
Hey, well, you don't just like feed cats whenever they want. You feed them at a time period because they need routine.
As you say that, a tubby fucking ginger cat comes into the kitchen.
Oh my god.
Like Garfield.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love it.
Guys, how much have you fed that fucking cat?
Oh my god, I'm gonna grab some food and just like put it right in front of the orange cat and be like,
No, don't.
"You're adorable.
No.
Make an animal handling check.
No.
You're the best cat I've ever
You're
seen."
enabling.
With advantage because you
strong-
have food.
Oh my god.
Well, that's a natural 20 with advantage, so 24.
Happily takes
Ew.
it.
Oh my god.
Happily takes it.
Yes.
Like think Bridget's boyfriend's cat.
Uh-huh.
That level of rotund is like enthralled with the fact that you're feeding him.
Roly poly boy. Or
Uh-huh.
girl. I'm just gonna like while they're eating, just like gently like just give them like a few little like comforting pets.
Oh yeah, loving it, laughing it up. Very happy.
No offense, other cats.
Amy's just
so-
staring at this with disgust.
I'm gonna turn to the servants. I'm like, here's what you need to do: 2 meals a day, okay? And then after each meal, you need to play with that cat. Play, get it tired, but don't like play consistently. You'll want to give it a second to rest, then play again, then give it a second to rest. And that routine is really gonna help that cat, because that too much.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh my god. Okay, please work. Please. 18.
Also, lean meats like salmon and turkey.
Yeah, like good proteins. Same thing with the other cats. The play technique, I think she traveled with somebody who had a cat a while ago, so she still remembers that. She
Mhm.
obtains useless information. And she was like, same thing with the other cats. 2 meals a day, play, set, play, simmer, play, simmer.
Play, break.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
Jinx is gonna cast. Actually, hold on. Let me make sure I have it. I don't have it. Never mind.
I told robots how to take care of cats. Yay.
I mean, they're less robots and more like spirit creatures.
Aren't they more like gargoyle creatures?
They're so they're kind of, these particular ones are clay creation.
Mhm.
Mm.
They are more the traditional what a homunculi looks like. If you're a artificer, then you kind of play with the design. These ones have that more like, I don't know how to
Oh,
describe it, kitty gremlin look. I don't know.
Well,
Like golems are-
they're technically magic robots, so
Mhm.
it counts.
Sure. Mhm.
I love these guys. They're wonderful. Okay, so you guys haven't like heard anything from your masters, right?
Nah. They come back when they come back.
Are they dead?
I don't think so.
She
I mean,
doesn't
we're here.
understand. What is that? Okay.
Ooh, they made us with their magic. They don't have, if they die, they don't have their magic. We don't exist.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so they're definitely still alive.
Oh, somewhere. Must be.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's a big world out there.
Why do they have a bunch of stuff in jars?
Oh, that reminds me. Have you seen a mimic on the loose?
Yeah. There's a mimic on the loose.
It got out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
kind of concerned.
Yeah.
Don't touch stuff. Oh.
Like this, and I grab a saucepan. Or this, and I touch the table.
Okay. Those apparently are fine.
I touch the chair.
Okay.
What about this?
Which room are you? Are you still in the kitchen with them?
I'm in
There's
the
no
dining
chairs
room.
in here.
No, I'm in the dining room, but I'm like,
Okay.
I'm conversating through the open door.
All right. Let me explain the dining room then, just so we know.
Okay.
It has large windows for the entirety of one wall, looking out on 3 planted beds filled with vegetation. Within this room, a crystal chandelier hangs above a table made of dark wood. There are 6 matching wooden chairs with scarlet cushions surrounding the table, and a 7th chair sits alone in the far corner.
It's that chair. I know it.
Do you really just say that?
Yes.
You know what?
There's 7 chairs in here, guys. It's super sus.
I'm gonna use hideous laughter on that chair.
On the chair?
We're
Yeah.
attacking the chair.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe it takes the place of one of the other chairs.
Actually, no. Vicious mockery.
Vicious mockery on the chair.
Yeah.
Sure. What's the save?
Wisdom 13.
You watch this chair grow a huge smile. And sort of
Oh my
bursts out
God.
laughing because that was the fucking mimic chair.
You gotta be kidding me.
It rolled
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
So hang on. So it didn't make it.
It did not succeed.
Perfect. It takes
the
1d4 of damage.
We haven't even entered combat. You guys are attacking my mimic.
4 damage to the chair.
Oh my god.
4 damage to the mimic chair.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, they're hardy creatures. It's up still. And now it's hideous laughter. Right?
No, this was vicious mockery. I
This
changed
vicious
my
mockery.
mind.
Okay. In that case, it's like
Oh my God.
I'm gonna say, wow, what a fucking weird position to put yourself as a fucking chair, you idiot.
roll initiative and
Oh my god.
Jinx and Kindle, you have a
Dear God.
surprise round.
Okay.
Sweet.
Can we do
We have a
can
surprise round on it?
Yeah, you have a surprise round on it. Since you guys were like, that's obviously a fucking mimic. Because you found the
There's 6 chairs.
lab
Oh,
before
yeah.
you found the dining room.
I love
Rolled
all-
an
my
8.
God.
I'm here for this chaos. Oh my god. This is
Can we as a group just agree that as we do this battle, we move out of the kitchen and specifically close the door so that our clay friends will
Right.
be safe?
And the cats also.
And the cats.
There's a mimic in here. We'll be just a second. It's fine.
You
Continue.
found it already? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's clearly this weird chair that's been sitting in the corner of this room.
Oh my god.
Oh my
All right,
God.
25 to 20. What'd you get?
I got a 22.
15 to 20? Mimi?
15.
And that puts Kindle at the bottom with a 4, you said? 8? 8?
8.
Amazing. Y'all, this is ridiculous and I'm here for it. There's my battle music. Holy shit.
Yes.
Okay, so Jinx, what is your surprise round?
I'm gonna throw a dagger at it.
Okay.
Does a 10 hit?
No, a 10 misses.
Okay.
But it is a surprise round. You still have advantage.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Also, if you guys get too tired and you want to end, just let me know at any point in time. And then we can just pick this up some other night.
Okay, 23.
23 hits, yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry. So it. Well, that wasn't a roll. That just like landed on the page. 5 piercing damage.
Okay. And it's just a regular damage?
Yes, because it was a regular dagger.
All right, you throw the dagger and it sticks into the mouth of this mimic, and you can see it's kind of like already like stuck a bit. This is a mimic.
Ooh.
Kindle, surprise round. What you doing?
I am going to blast with a firebolt.
Yo.
All right.
I thought we were gonna say fireball for a second. I was like, totally worth it.
11.
11 would miss, but you
Does
do have
11 hit?
advantage because this is a surprise round.
Oh, okay. 25, nat 20.
Oh shit, yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Roll your
Yeah.
crit damage.
So crit damage is whatever I roll and doubled.
Yeah. If you
Okay.
prefer to roll
Just
double the
checking.
dice and then add that and then add your proficiency, you can, or you can roll once, double the amount, and then add your bonus.
Well, it's just a D10. So
are these
Some
rooms?
people prefer to roll like 2d10s, but I roll 1d10,
enough.
double the amount on it, and then add my modifier.
Are these
yeah, I'll
rooms?
just do that. So 16.
Okay.
Points of damage.
What's up to
Yeah.
it?
I'm confused on the modifier because it doesn't show me a modifier.
Not everything has one.
Okay.
Not
Cool.
every attack has one. Cantrips don't always.
Okay. So then, yeah, 16.
Dang.
Brian, you look
16
confused.
points of fire damage.
No, I'm just trying to figure out the scaling of the map. Is it 10 feet squares?
Each square is, I treat it like 5 feet just because it's
Okay.
easier.
Yeah, no worries.
That way we only have to move 1 block per movement.
Yeah, totally.
I just turned off the snap to grid, which is why it sits the way it does, because this map is weird against, like, if I pull up a grid on this map, watch. Will it let me do it? Yeah. See, it doesn't align.
Hmm.
And I couldn't measure it out so that it looked right. So I just turned it off. So we're ignoring the grid that Astral has and using the grid that the original map had. But yes. All right. So that is, you hit it with a firebolt and it roils back, but it's still angry. So that brings us to the top of the round. Jinx, it is your turn.
It is my turn. Okay, so I was not successful with the dagger in killing it. So I'm gonna do. Well, first of all, I'm gonna hop over to the other side of the table.
Make an acrobatics check or athletics, up to you.
Whee!
Just to see how much movement you would have after.
Oh yeah, totally. Athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics, up to you.
Acrobatics, okay. That's okay. That's an 8.
You have this image in your head of this cool guy moment sliding over the hood of the car.
And I see how
And you
gross
like
the image
jump
is.
up and you're like hiney gets stuck. And you kind of like scooch off to the other side. It takes you
love
like 15 feet of movement to get
love it.
across to
love
that square. Your cool guy moment kind of got obliterated.
I just like stand up. I like adjust my hair, which is of course super emo, and I'm just like, it's all right. Boom.
Yes, Hannah James. Period.
Earth Tremor.
Okay.
Oh wait, shit. No, sorry. Earth Tremor I would have had to cast before I crossed the table. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna retcon that.
Okay.
So I cause a tremor in the ground within range. Oh wait, hold on.
I love that the quick creature from Astral has a picture of a suitcase for a mimic.
So
It's not even like the one with teeth. It's literally just a chest.
Yep.
Perfect.
I'll do it from here, so that way I'm not hitting anyone else.
Okay.
And then it just causes a tremor in the ground. So each creature other than I needs to make a dex save throw.
Okay. Or what else?
On a failed save, a creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. If the ground in that area is loose earth or stone, it becomes difficult terrain until cleared, with each 5-foot diameter portion requiring at least 1 minute to clear by hand. So yeah, basically just causing like a little earthquake.
It rolled a 6 on his save.
Hold on 1 second. It rolled a 6 on that save?
Yep.
Oh, fuck. So that means it failed.
So it takes the damage.
Yep.
But you notice that it's not falling over like you were hoping.
Ugh.
It has a condition immunity.
Oh, it's immune to prone.
Yeah. It's the only thing it's immune to. I'll give you guys that.
But I will take.
Well, it's got a damage immunity too, but that's the only condition immunity.
Got a damage.
So it takes 4 magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
What does that mean?
This thing is already looking pretty fucking beat up.
And then I'll move the rest of my movement, which is 5 feet, and I'll just move back down.
Okay.
Because it was like 5, 10, 15.
You lost 15 movement getting across the table.
Right.
And then 15, 20, 25 to get up to that original corner, and then you can move back another 5 for 30.
Yeah.
That's your movement.
Yep.
Yep, you're good. Is that the rest of your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Are you bonus actioning anything?
Do y'all still have Bardic Inspiration?
Mimi used it for the cat.
Yeah. Priorities.
Then Mimi, Bardic Inspiration again. And actually, Kindle might still have it from.
No, I think I used it up.
Okay.
Plus, it's probably been longer than. I mean, you guys have been in the kitchen talking for a while. It's been longer.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mimi, you have Inspiration, and that's my last one.
All right,
Yay,
Mimi,
thank
you are up.
Okay, so first off, I'm gonna move a space ahead,
Okay.
just so I can block the door.
All right. And this door is
That's
actually
fine.
closed, so we can do that.
Okay. I'm also gonna real quick use a wait. Hang on. Can I use a bonus action now, or do I have to wait till I do my action?
No, you can. 5e lets you do them in any order you want.
Okay. I will give Jinx a bardic inspiration.
Oh,
Back and forth.
can't give it to yourself. We can certainly give it to others.
You got
Okay.
this, girl. No, You got this, Jinx.
No, you got this. I am gonna throw my dagger at it.
Okay. Give it a throw.
I give it a throw.
That's a good look.
Nat 20 for a 24.
Ooh,
Oh my god.
nice.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Period. Oh my god, please be something good. Oh, 7. Crit? It says crit? I don't know what that means.
You don't have to use the if you had a crit, but D&D Beyond is weird in how they do their crit, so you can ignore theirs and just roll your damage dice and then double the amount that's on that dice and then add your modifier. So you rolled a 7. What number did you get on the dice?
I rolled a 1 plus 4. So
Okay.
a 5.
So you would have rolled a 1. It would have really been 1 plus 1 because you double the dice number. So you get 2 plus the 5, which is 7. So yeah, D&D Beyond did it right for you. So you did 7 points of damage.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's what they okay, yeah. Because they made me roll 2 d4s instead of 1 d4.
Yeah. It's
So it is 7.
when they do a crit damage on D&D Beyond, that's how they do it. If you want to do it that way, you are welcome to. Some people prefer it because that way, if they roll a 1 on their damage dice, it doesn't feel as shitty. But I personally just double whatever number is on my dice and just count that.
I wonder
It's
how
up to
many
you.
times
I'll
anyone
just-
with the history of D&D has just walked into a room and said, "That's a mimic," and it actually been a fucking mimic.
Yeah, I'm just
love you
I'll
guys.
go with the way it did it. You know, it works.
I'm super impressed that this is the mob.
Yeah.
Because like, look at it, the chair is even like it's on the map.
It is,
But
yeah.
it's not on the table.
Huh.
Also, I mean,
Well,
just to be fair, Jinx has a pretty high wisdom and a pretty high, like a relatively high.
Wait a minute. I just thought of something.
What's that?
Don't mimics just basically play prop hunt all the time?
You're not wrong.
yeah. Yeah, they do.
We just played a game of prop hunt.
We just played a game of prop hunt. You know, that would be interesting. Playing a game of prop hunt except D&D.
In D&D.
Hmm.
I
Interesting.
mean, that would be really fun.
Interesting concept, certainly.
Which of you is the dragon in disguise?
Then you just run away. So like you go back and forth between using your movement and then attacking and then using your movement and then attacking until somebody dies.
Hold on, this is just too good not to put into this freaking group. Just like, yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Jinx to chair. That's a mimic. Mimi. Okay, cast vicious mockery. Chair actually was a fucking mimic.
Upholstery? More like three
Perfect.
upholstery.
All right,
Oh,
Mimi, is that
God.
the end of your turn after throwing the dagger?
Yes, it is.
All right, in that case, it is the mimic's turn.
Mm.
The mimic is going to just head forward because they can move 5 feet.
I love that it's a suitcase though.
I know, it's
like-
fine. And it is going to whip out. You watch as the chair cushions part and that big mouth grows again, and a jaw. It looks like a giant tongue whips out and smacks at you, Mimi.
Fun.
I'm thinking of inspiration. Or bardic inspiration.
Does a 12 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. This might be a bit out there, but can I take would it be possible to do an attack of opportunity?
You can
on
only
the
do that under
tongue?
specific triggers, which would be like There's Sentinel, where if somebody near you is attacked, you could attack it back, but it needs to leave your range for an opportunity attack, unless your reaction is like, what's it called? There's a specific reaction that you can use. Inflict. No. Oh my God, it's a tiefling trait.
Oh,
Help me out, Brian.
Shit, I know what you're talking about. It's
Cutting. No, something words.
cutting words.
No. Huh? No, cutting words is the bard thing. This is the other thing.
I know what it is.
Okay.
I just can't remember.
I'll trust you guys on that. Oh no, I was
What
just
were you
thinking if
hoping to
maybe
do? And I'll tell you if it's something you can do.
bite it as it came to
Oh.
me,
No, it has to leave your range for you to do that.
even though like I have to put my mouth on it.
Yeah, so it's coming to attack you. That's not necessarily giving you an opportunity to attack back because you're on the defense. But if it starts to run away, then you have an opportunity to attack. That's the logic behind it.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You take
Hellish Rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke. Thank you.
Mhm.
That doesn't want to work, so we're just going to do this. 7 points of bludgeoning damage. It makes her no joke at level 1. And you feel stuck to this thing. So it goes to hit you, and you feel walloped, and you start to stumble backwards, but you can't because this tongue is stuck to you.
But it does have a dagger stuck to it as well, so you could just.
It has 2 daggers stuck to it.
That could be fun.
Okay.
Mimi,
So you are considered grappled.
Great.
don't worry. I won't let you get eaten by a chair.
All right. That is the mimic's turn. Kindle, you just watched this thing walk up with its 4 little chair legs to Mimi.
Ugh.
Tongue her in the face. And now she's stuck.
Be our guest. Be our guest.
I'm sorry, how else do
Yeah,
you
what-
phrase that?
You just don't.
What damage is it immune to?
You don't know right now. You do know that
Okay.
it's, well, make an intelligence check because your friend collected a lot of weird shit.
And I would have mentioned that it should have been prone.
Yeah, the ground shook and it didn't fall over. So you know that.
Okay. All right. Well, I rolled a 5, so I don't really know much.
Yeah.
Other than that.
While your friend kept a lot of random things, you didn't always have access to everything that he kept around.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna cast her first level spell and cast Witch Bolt.
Okay.
Yes. Yep. 23 to
That's
hit.
gonna hit. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Nice.
And so that is a D12 damage. 11 points of lightning
This
damage.
thing is getting real hurt. It's getting real hurt. Roll a d20 for me, please, Kindle.
Oh. 15.
Okay, you're safe.
Okay, we're safe for now.
You're safe for now.
For now.
Is that the end of your turn?
That is indeed the end of my turn.
All right, this thing is starting to, it's singed from the fire bolts. The stickiness that's holding those knives in place is starting to slip, and you can see them starting to cut further and further down the front of the chair, and it is a rabid animal lashing out at this point.
Oh, by the way, I just now remembered this. When she casts Witch Bolt, she does it like Urbosa style and snaps and lets the lightning hit.
Amazing.
Yes, like Shiva
Yes.
from Final Fantasy, where she just like snap and all of a sudden, boom, fucking super powered.
Yes. Yes, like that,
Fantastic.
and also Urbosa. Just
Yep. I like it. Jinx, that brings us to you.
Thunderclap.
every time you say Jinx, I think of Jinx from League of Legends, and I'm like, no, wrong one.
Legends never die.
Thought I'd miss her.
Something else.
All right, so you're doing Thunderclap.
Thunderclap, because I'm running out of spells.
Is this going to cause any issues with Mimi being right there?
Nope, because it's 5 feet from me.
That's all I needed to know.
Yep.
All right, it is a save.
Con save.
10.
Yay!
All right.
Boo! It takes 1 thunder damage.
You clap out and it rings in this room, and you feel a kind of like like an earache, but it doesn't do much more. At least it worked this time a little bit.
I mean, yeah, there's like a gentle. Like, oh,
Mm.
I need to work on that.
Is there anything else?
I don't think so, but let me double check. Yeah, I am spent on bonus actions.
Okay. Mimi, this thing has you stuck. If you'd like, you can use an action to try and escape the grapple, or you can just attack it. That is up to you.
If I attack, will that be at disadvantage?
No.
Grappled is different than restrained.
Okay.
Your speed is 0.
Right.
If the grappler is incapacitated, then you are released.
Okay.
It's only.
Yeah, no, you do not have, your speed is 0. If you were like fully restrained, then yes, but you're not restrained.
Okay.
And actually, you should have advantage because I'm on the other side.
Yeah.
Well, I'll see. I'll throw I'm gonna bite.
Okay.
I'm gonna bite it.
All right.
Let's see. I might use. Yeah, I'm gonna use that inspiration, Jinx. Thank you. I love you.
Yes, of course.
7.
7
Yeah.
with advantage.
Uh-huh. Or with inspiration.
Well, you have advantage
I do?
because Jinx is on the other side, so you can roll twice.
Yeah.
I did. Okay, then I rolled twice
Oh, okay.
and it was 7. But now I'm gonna use my inspiration too.
Okay.
Oh my god. A 9.
Sadly misses.
Dang it. I'm just trying to take a little nibble.
Yeah,
Why won't the mimic let me take a
as
little
you're trying to
nibble?
like find a spot to bite on this thing, it's almost like that pseudopod that's sticking to you is kind of holding you at bay, and you can't get a good spot to get your teeth in. Anything else you'd like to do?
Just likes me from my body.
It's like cats. They like to lick you, but they don't like being licked.
Yeah. Does Kindle have inspiration still?
I do not think Kindle has inspiration right now. Bardic inspiration, you mean?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So I know I gave one to Jinx. I didn't know if Jinx gave one to her recently. I'll give one to her.
Okay. I saw Kindle had a BRB. I don't know if she's back, so we will keep that in mind. In the meantime, it is now the mimic's turn. You are still grappled, so it has advantage, and it's going to try and bite you.
Me?
Mhm. It wants to eat you.
No.
But I'm not tasty. I'm dead.
Doesn't know that.
Well, it should. It's stupid. I'm stupid, and even I know that.
Okay. I did not roll well. 11.
My AC is 11.
So it's going to hit.
No.
What are your hit points at now?
2.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't have 10 hit points. I have 9.
Ooh.
You have more than me.
I also have 9. Oh wait, it's your turn technically first.
No, the mimic goes before Kindle does.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, but Kindle, you have a bardic inspiration.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You guys watch as the tongue that's wrapped around Mimi pulls and she gets chomped.
Ooh.
And she just stops squirming in between its teeth.
Oh no.
You did not go below your total hit points. So you're not dead, but you are unconscious.
But it did additional damage right now, right?
So that would have been, so it brought you below. So technically, the dice was a 6 damage. So you're unconscious, but you're not dead. You're unconscious.
You would have had to been to -9, right?
Yeah, you would have had to have it. It would have had to be -9 for it to kill you.
And you were only at -4, so we're good. It's death saves,
So your
y'all.
hit points are down to 0.
Well.
Okay. Guys, I like this character. Please don't let me die.
We got you.
Or we're gonna try to not let you die.
It's almost 1 a.m. I can't die at 1 a.m.
Nothing good ever
All
happened.
right, that is the mimic's turn. It is now Kindle's turn. Kindle, you just watched your vampire friend get bit and is no longer squirming in the mouth.
Does that trigger anything?
Half pulled into a couch. Roll a d20.
Okay. Gotta love the traumas. That's a 16.
16. You are in control.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she immediately witch bolt again.
All right.
Because as long as
it's a concentration,
I keep
so at this
attacking
point, it's not a
yes.
attack roll. It just does the damage.
Yeah, so 1d12 damage, which will be another 11 points of lightning damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh
It had
my
10 hit
god,
points
don't
left.
you dare. So she sees the chomp like immediately like with that anxiety that like sprawls across your chest. She just goes no and snaps her fingers and a huge crackle of lightning just splits down its body. It sizzles.
Yeah. Ooh,
And
right.
as that scorch of lightning bursts and twists through its fleshy, somewhat furniture still form, it stumbles backwards, and the top part of the chair falls straight backwards, leaving Mimi's unmoving torso half in its mouth and half out as it is
Ooh.
down on the ground.
Kindle's
we are
gonna
out of
immediately go
combat.
and she's gonna try and stable Mimi.
Roll medicine. And Jinx, what are you doing?
I was gonna cast Cure Wounds, but if I know that
Okay, that's fine.
Mimi's undead, I might not do that and just do a medicine check instead.
Well, I rolled a 19, so
19.
mhm.
You're able to get her stabilized. She's still unconscious, but you also get the sense that healing spells are not going to harm Mimi.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Even
try.
though, yeah, because technically healing spells are actually necromancy.
Well, it's a vocation, and it says specifically the spell has no effect on undead or constructs. So
Because she's technically undead, but she's also technically humanoid, so it's still gonna work.
okay. I mean, I'm for it. It's the
Because that
same
would
way
just suck.
Dude.
Yeah.
I don't think Artificer. Sorry. What are those robot things called?
Homunculus.
No,
Warforged.
Warforged.
Homunculus
right?
servants.
I don't think Warforged are. I think they're considered constructs. I don't think they're supposed to be able to get healing either. But anyway, Mimi, Jinx is just kind of like standing there, like pause for a second, and like he's just kind of like, you see his eyes sort of like turn like this dark black, and then I mean, you see like, because you're unconscious, but you're like in your last moments there, and he like reaches down as Kindle's sort of like doing a medicine check to restore you. And he just sort of closes his eyes and like just is like, return.
I will retroactively put this in here just for the hell of it.
Yeah.
You know that you can heal her.
Okay.
You don't know if it would work if anyone else tried.
Okay. But I will let Kindle do the medicine check first.
Yeah, no, the medicine check went through, but you knew, like, you intrinsically had this feeling that if you use Cure Wounds, it would work.
Okay.
Even though you know that technically she's undead and it shouldn't.
Yeah, so this is different than what I did earlier, because earlier I did healing hands on Kindle. So this is Cure Wounds. And Cure Wounds is kind of like, he's like muttering something under his breath. Like you can hear it's kind of like a song, but you can't hear quite what it is. And like as he's channeling this like dark black / indigo energy, sort of like channels towards Mimi's heart, and then sort of like flashes through her whole body as her wounds begin to like heal, and she gets you get 8 HP.
Do I need to do any death saves?
No, they caught you in time, so you didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's what friends are for.
Yeah.
Yay. So 8?
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you just see me like, my eyes are like pitch black, and I'm like looking down at you, and making sure that you're like moving again.
When you do that and it goes through her body, she like gets up very abruptly. She's like, I heard beat. Holy shit. And she has not felt a heartbeat in a very long time, but there was a single pump of life in there. She was like, and hated it.
And then Jinx is gonna take the dagger out of the
Yeah, you guys are
gender.
able to
I'm-
retrieve whatever you need to.
Yeah.
And
Jinx, I also need you to make just a wisdom check.
wisdom check or wisdom save?
Just a check.
It's the same because it's +2. 20. 30.
As you healed Mimi, you thought one of that whispers that sits in the corner. It's normally one big crowd, but you could almost hear like one in particular almost seems to come out a little bit more
Mhm.
as you realize that you could heal. And then it faded back into the crowd. Not enough to understand it, but you just heard like one particular voice and then it faded back.
And as soon as it fades back, my eyes will turn to that indigo color.
Mhm.
And I'll be like, all right. I'm definitely hungry. Everyone all right? Are you good, Mimi?
I mean, I think it's really cool. I'm digging it, but
Yeah. An ASMR thing, I assume.
I need food. I need food.
Yeah.
And she's gonna like slowly crawl back into the kitchen.
How are we all feeling, by the way? Because it's almost 1 a.m. here.
I actually have to leave soon because
I need sleep.
Yeah.
but also I think a long rest is in order for Jinx.
Okay. You guys will certainly be able to utilize this space to long rest.
Mhm.
The homunculus are happy to watch over you guys and make sure you remain safe. You just close the doors.
Yeah.
And we will pick this up at some other time.
Yay.
Yeah.
Y'all, this was
Okay.
chaotic and I loved every minute of it.
Yeah, it was. My
I
God.
love just being thrown in and then meeting up and being like, hey, what's with the dead guy? And y'all are like, dead guy?
What the
Who? What dead guy?
That was amazing.
I was just like, yeah, I can make it so that your character can come in. It'll be great. And I was reading like the conclusion. I was like, oh, he did. Oh, this will be fun.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I thought you guys had killed him, honestly.
Oh well, it's
But-
actually it's great that you came in like just completely fresh too, because like you had no idea what had happened before.
Yeah. That was fun. That was cute.
I'm glad you're not dead. Also,
It was
Or,
fun.
Oh my
dead.
god.
Yes.
For
Very
a hot second,
glad.
I genuinely was convinced that Mimi was gonna die, and I was like, dang. We downloaded a vampire homebrew race
I
for no
actually-
reason.
So if the healing wouldn't have worked, I would have just like taken my rapier and like slashed my arm and like put my bleeding arm up to your mouth.
No, but wait, you can. What if in the future you just casted Cure Wounds but did that?
Cure wounds.
Right, that would be very interesting.
I'm
Yeah,
not
that would
a
be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop this recording real quick.
Okay.